Hey Ventron, hey Mithrion, hey Vaki, what's up going on? What's going on, boys? Right, let's see if we've got any replays already. What was I looking for? Co-replays, here we go. Pardo. Got an hour-long game, holy shit. This content is no longer available. Why can't I grab the replay? I click on the very close match.rec, and then when I click on it, it says it's not available. Why does it say that? I got a time limit between how quickly I've got to be able to grab these games. It's just saying content is no longer available. Why can't I? Okay. Well, I guess first come, first serve, peoples. Hello, everybody. Good day, good day. Scroll up and download the attachment. Oh, is that it? Ah. It's not, that was the wrong thing. Ethereum. You see that Universals, whatever you call it, 5 is now available. I imagine that's probably got a big player base. Mostly positive. 76,000 people playing that. Wow. That's actually an incredible amount of people playing this game, which I didn't think it was that popular. Yeah, it's not got any RTS battles and stuff. It's all just to do with the map and things, so it's probably not something for me. But I know a lot of other people really enjoy it. Kind of crazy. I'm gonna look at it now. Is it bad? I can tell when you shout or not in the morning. I mean, it's pretty obvious, man. My hair is very fluffy. And then it obviously gets greasy. Is it bad that I only shower once or twice a week? I mean, if I'm gonna go out, I'll shower. Twice a week is bad. It's not that bad. It's fine. It's fine. Ew. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this replay. Very close game. This is the one we're going to look at. Yeah, okay, here we go. What am I doing? What am I doing? I am. Yeah. What's wrong with showering twice a week? Don't tell me you guys shower every single day. I mean, if I'm going out, right, I will shower. You know, if I'm going out to meet people or do something, if I'm at home, there's no point. Every other day. I got this mouse bug again with the game again. Go and wash my hair every day. Wow. Okay, we are looking at Ardo's perspective is what we're looking at. Who's over here on the right? I guess we'll let him know when he's you know, you can always watch the replay back. Being too clean makes you more susceptible for sickness. Oh, did you hear that guy who'd never showered for like 60 years and the first time he did it, he then died like a week later or something? There you go. I'm also pretty sure that, you know, if you constantly wash your hair nearly every single day, it's not good for your hair. You need to, you know, there is a reason to have some oils in your hair and things like that. Can't remember what it was because I remember watching a documentary on it some ages ago, but it's something like that. It is important not to wash your hair that often. Should wash it, of course, but like if you wash it excessively, then it's bad for you. A good bacteria, yeah, exactly right. Right then, are we ready, guys? So today, lads, is Training Tuesdays, which I'm trying to bring back again, where you guys submit in your Company Heroes 2 and your Company Heroes 3 replays. I'm happy to go through CoH 2 and CoH 3 today. We've got a replay already from Leopardo Gaming, who submitted this about a week or so ago. And actually, I probably should add him in the thing just so he maybe he's there. You see at Leopardo. Casting your match now. Let's see, should say we're not really casting it. We're going through your match now because it's not going to be a traditional cast. It's going to be one where we're looking at mistakes and errors in the gameplay and giving you guys feedback as well. So maybe you might be able to learn something that, you know, when you're watching this. So are we ready? Yeah, you like the title? Yeah, Training Tuesdays and Replay Roasts. Your skin needs those oils, etc. as well. So unless you're constantly using lotion, you're going to dry out hardcore. Indeed. Right then, let's switch the scene over. We're all here and ready to go. Will this scene work here? No, it won't. That scene won't. I guess I'll just do the wrong scene and just do general vertical for this, I think, because that's probably the best thing that we can probably do for this Company Heroes replay. Right then, and then anything else I need to think about? Oh yeah, I need to move my camera before we start to the right, so it's out the way, so you guys can see all the stats there. I also need to put like a little hider image up, don't I? Well, we're not really officially casting the match here. We're just going through giving a replay advice. So I don't need to hide the length of the replay in the center of the screen. This is not a big deal here, but sometimes I would hide this kind of little area here. Maybe I could bring up an image later on, which is like hands, like a This is Training Tuesday logo or something here. If this gets more popular, we'll see. Anyway. The other thing I was going to do was add the in-game music on sound. Okay, right. Hey guys, this is HelpingHans here, bringing you a Company of Heroes 2 replay, where we're going to be casting, or rather than casting, we're actually going to be analysing Leopardo's gameplay. He submitted this replay, and he's submitted it for feedback, so that is what we are going to do. And he is playing Austin in this 44 match on, what's it called, Lien Forest here. So Lien Forest, the right-hand side of the map is very foresty, obviously. It's got lots of trees. And personally, I'm not a massive fan of this map because it's very it restricts movement quite heavily with all these trees and stuff and things like that around this area. So it's not really easy to do nice flanks and things like that. So we'll see how he goes. And we might put on a ×2 speed here just to get things along. But if anybody in chat would like their replays, either from Company Heroes 2 or 3, because I'm happy to go through both your replays for any game today. And yeah, just submit it into the Discord channel, which we have an appropriate Discord channel. I think if Mifira's in chat, could you link that in there? I'd appreciate it. So other people know where they can submit their replays. And it's, you know, the idea is you're submitting a replay, so I give you feedback. Maybe you don't know how you lost a game and you want to get better at Company Heroes. So first of all, I already see a mistake here from Leopardo. He's pushing forward his MG squad on its own against an infantry section. Fortunately for him, the British opponent he's up against isn't very good because he just stayed there in light cover. If you're in light cover, you will get suppressed by a machine gun. For some reason, he's unpacking the machine gun now. I guess he wants to move further into cover. But to be honest, he was already, you know, when a squad is suppressed, they basically do no damage. And now he's maybe giving that squad time to actually get round and flank him. Yeah, he almost got round there. Generally, you always want to be pushing forward with your Pioneer squad first to spot for enemy squads and then set the MG up. Decided to wire all this off, and I wouldn't recommend wiring this side of the map up. Seems like one of the American players has already given up this match. But yeah, I wouldn't start wiring off straight away. I would try and focus on grabbing territory first. You don't need 2 MGs covering the same spot, and what you end up doing is just restricting your own kind of movement through this area here, and you'll also make your retreat path longer potentially because the good units can't retreat through this area. It also isn't like you've maybe wired this up properly. Also, you've got to be careful when you set up units behind like trees and things like that, because the bushes themselves and the trees themselves might actually block the line of sight. So you want to make sure that they're not, you know, right behind a tree like this, because they might not actually shoot. Bit of a float right now of a 300 manpower. See if he's been taking up. He is taking up in the base, but I do like to see maybe 4 to 5 tier 1 units. He's getting himself another Pioneer, which makes sense if he's going to build tier 2 as soon as tier 1's done. That's fine, because he's got his Pioneers on the field. He's also putting down a Telemine. Very early Telemine in the game. The light vehicle's not out for another couple of minutes or so, so I wouldn't be investing my early munitions into a Telemine this early into the match. Also, if I was going to put one, I'd put it a bit further forward, maybe in this little choke point here. Also, I'd like to see this Pioneer squad maybe put down some green cover here, put down some sandbags for your MG over here. Same thing over here. You could put a sandbag here and throw the MG on that, and it will be, be a lot better than it is at the moment, because only 2 of these guys are actually benefiting from cover, and this cover is really bad because it's not covering that, a big area there. These squads, remember, cover is directional, so as soon as the squad comes around the side here, the whole squad's kind of like vulnerable there. Good little flank here, though. You came around the back of the rifle grenade and flanked the machine gun that you saw, so that was nice. You see there's a big blob of allied infantry units, and your MGs are just sitting idle here. So while your teammate is being 2v1'd, your army, your machine guns are sitting idle, where they should be bringing these guys over to support your, this kind of side over here, because right now they're not achieving anything. Maybe leaving one here to cover this flank, but this one should move up in support of these Grens. Even more random wiring going on, yeah. Strange wiring, like wire up here. If you want to try and limit the enemy, why are you wiring over on this side? Doesn't make sense. Let's fast forward it a little bit here. Yep, no green cover, so you're instantly suppressed by the enemy machine gun. Imagine if you wired up there instead, then that MG wouldn't have been able to get a flanking angle on your machine gun. You wired the incorrect position there. Now you're struggling over here and getting 2v1 because you didn't initially assist your teammate on the left-hand side. They got fully retreated off the field because they were getting 2v1'd. Now it's your turn to get 2v1. So you need to be utilising your units with your teammates to do well here. That's why you want to be moving your units up together. Good rifle grenade, though.
Capture point is under attack.
Got to be careful of riflemen getting so close to your machine gun. They've got to be expecting grenades. Always keep repositioning. Now you're crushing your own wire.
Half-tracks now retrofitted with
Getting yourself an anti-tank gun at this point is a good idea. You need some AT. You've got 500 manpower in the bank, so you should be thinking of cashing this point for a fuel point. You want to be getting extra fuel this game, and there's a couple of nice points here you can easily cash to get that extra fuel. Reinforcing off your teammate here. You'll also want to be making sure you're getting the LMG upgrade. Panzer Grenadier squad's good, but you want to make sure you're rallying your units forward. And more, I mean, you are putting mines down, which is good, but kind of want them maybe a little bit further forward. And I want to start seeing you put down more cover. Again, you're not helping your teammate. You're letting him fight alone over here. And your army's just sat idle back here for some reason. There's no reason for your army to be sitting idle here. Too much passiveness right now. There is a brand on the ground. You noticed that immediately and picked it up, so that's great. Always try and grab that stuff. You can see your teammate's Panzer II is in trouble. Imagine if you moved that machine gun up in support of this over here. It would have stopped those squad, that Peter squad closing the distance to kill your teammate's Peter squad, but it's just sat idle back here, not doing anything. A lot of, yeah, again, you're just sitting waiting for something to happen. You need to be aggressive and do stuff, you know? You can see your opponent over here is capping with 2 squads. There's a mortar here you can steal as well, and you can reinforce, you know, your pioneers once they've captured the mortar with your half-track. You could also set up maybe an S-mine field here, so that once these guys retreat, these Bren guys retreat, they'll run into an S-mine field and get themselves all killed. There is no attempt at you at the moment to push in and intercept these retreating squads with your units. You could potentially picking up wipes here, but you're just sitting, you know, too much idleness here and sitting back.
The machine and gewehr team is awaiting orders.
Another machine gun? Okay, that's a bad choice. You don't need another machine gun. If anything, you need some more kind of mainline infantry. You've only got 1 Gren and 1 Panzer Grenadier. I'd like at least 2 Grens. You know, ideally, I always get like 2 to 3 Grens. And maybe a Panzer Grenadier or 2 as well. 2 Pioneers is always a good idea. Maybe 2 machine guns, but any more than that, it just makes no sense.
Half-track ready.
Okay, you have moved this machine gun up. You've got, you know, you've captured this point. That's good. You want to be, you know, your MG again here. It's not in the best position. This tree's blocking line of sight. These trees here. You want to maybe, you know, build a bit of cover here, green cover here, throw the machine gun here, and then it's, you know, it's a good spot covering that whole kind of little choke point over here. Not seem to build any cover at all this entire game. You did put a cache down finally though, so that's good. So you lose your manpower there. You're starting to float a bit. Let's see, are you taking up yet? You can take up the straight to tier 4. I probably would at this point. Here comes a Sherman. You lob a Faust. Okay, so that's a bad idea. Lobbing a Faust with no follow-through plan is a terrible idea. A Sherman, any kind of medium vehicle above, if you Faust them at 100% health, you won't give them an engine critical because they need to lose about 10-20% health before an engine critical will be applied through a snare, like a Panzer Faust or an anti-tank grenade. So staying there to get the Panzer Faust off is just, like, doesn't make any sense because you'll only do like 10% damage to the vehicle, and then you end up risk losing the squad. And you lost the squad. The pack gun wasn't in position there to assist either. And now it's kind of unsupported. You've also got, and because you've got no other infantry, no other Grens here, you've got no other Grens to come in and Panzerfaust. Now that this Sherman has been has lost a bit of health to get it to a damaged engine state. Because once it's got a damaged engine state, it's much easier to pick off with anti-tank guns. But as it's, you know, not, it can easily move around you. But he's not doing the best at microing it at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, some terrible micro.
Fueled and ready to fly.
Are you sitting on top of your own Regal mine? You are. Never sit on top of your own mine. Don't blow this up. It's a good opportunity to steal this right now.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Needs to repair this back up to full health. Should be these pioneers shouldn't be fighting. They should be prioritizing repairing this really high value unit, this Sherman right now. If my teammate stole a Sherman, was at 10% health, I would try and get that repaired as quickly as possible because this is the strongest unit right now for your team on this side of the map. So the priority of trying to make sure this is healthy would be my #1 priority. Still not, you made another. You got that many machine guns. Okay, there is actually no reason for this machine gun to exist because your teammate's got a machine gun here, and there's a Schwer Panzer headquarters here, which acts like a mobile a static suppression platform. So it's just a complete waste to get of your population cap to make this many machine guns. It's got 5 machine guns, dude. 2 is enough. You do not want to make any more than 2.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Not reacting here with your half track after getting hit. You've got Shreks, your pack gun is coming over, and you made yourself a Panzer IV. I don't know why you didn't, you've got the fuel in the bag to gone straight to tier 4 here, and you decided not to. Yeah, you just let the half track there die, which was careless. Chasing Lieutenant on the retreat path. All these guys in the base. You made this Panzer IV, it's sitting high on the base because you've again forgotten to make a rally point to the center of the map.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Fighting going over here. Late retreat there on some Panzer Grenadiers. You let the Ranger squad kill them, so that was careless. One more shot on that Sherman to kill it. Pioneers are still kind of sitting in base. You need these guys forward to keep that Panzer IV repaired. Rumbar is a good choice here because you do notice you're up against Rangers, so you want someone to kill those elite infantry. Repair. Any moment now, you might repair the tank. There we go. So another thing you can do, you've gone for this commander. You can actually get Pioneer Support Package, which allows them to repair faster. So you should be getting that upgrade on your Pioneers. Pack gun, are you getting healing in the base? No? No healing. Haven't got the munitions. I mean, what you've been spending in munitions, you've been putting down lots of telemines this game, but haven't really paid off. I feel like you want to make sure utilizing your munitions wisely. Putting down telemines is good, but you don't want to overcommit with those munitions. You want to make sure you've got enough munitions for a med bunker back at base or a forward med bunker to reinforce in the front line. Okay, you brought your units over to your teammates' battle group headquarters to heal them up. That's the next best thing, so that's good. It's an M20 there. You want to be thinking, you got to be careful. You're diving. Okay, this is risky right now. You're diving your Panzer IV round here to chase this M20. But if this person was a good, this is fortunately for you, this is the AI, so it probably would have put down a one of the nasty M5 mines that the M20 can plant down. But you want to watch out for that because an M20 might try and lure you in to chase it, and it's put down a nasty anti-tank mine. So you want to be careful about trying to chase around the back here where it previously was, because there could have been a mine there. You want to make sure that whenever you're pushing through into unknown territory, you're pushing forward with a sweeper. None of your pioneers have got sweepers at the moment, so you could be base hitting mines here, which is not good. I've rebuilt a single Gren. this Churchill doing? Wow, this Churchill went in and killed the fucking... Bloody hell. So meanwhile, your teammates are struggling on the left. Again, your units, Lepardo, are just sitting idle, not really helping much at all. They could be pushing in, maybe pushing in around this side, causing some damage, or pushing up round. You know, starting to push in a bit now, but you're pushing, you're diving in here without any vision. So this is risky. You're pushing in through the left-hand side. You've got no vision here. So you want to be making sure that when you're going into a new area where you haven't got any vision, you scout it and you reconnaissance it first. Again, if you drive over here, there could have been a mine here. There is an anti-tank gun lying in wait. The Bofors will also do some minor pen damage, and you know you'd potentially lose the Panzer IV by diving in here without checking the area for threats. So you want to give yourself a flare over here, or lead with a Pioneer with a sweeper first to spot this area, or just yeeting in here with this Panzer IV. So you 2 shots from your Panzer IV on the land mattress would kill it. You're not focusing that. Brumbar would be pretty good to fight the Bofors. There's double Su-85s, so it's triple Su-85s here, so there's lots of anti-tank capability here from the Allied team. So if I saw that, I'd be getting myself another pack gun or some Panzer Grenadiers with Shreks out, because they can't fight infantry or support weapons. You are bringing a pack gun over, good. Late retreat here, you're outnumbered, you're getting focused down, you're not reacting to this. You didn't lose a squad there. Half-Track's still sleeping, MG still sleeping. The Half-Track doesn't need to be in this mode. It can use its machine guns to actually damage this vehicle, this infantry squad. Where's your pack gun? It seems you've lost your pack gun. You haven't recruited it in the center.
Emplacement under attack.
Don't take the Brumbar to fight a Jackson. It's not a good idea. Jackson is a tank destroyer. The Brumbar's anti-infantry. He did hit that Regal mine over here, and you've not tried to jump on that specific unit with maybe a pack gun or anything. Always try and show frontal armor. You're showing rear and side armor right now. Always show frontal if you can. Shift and drag the unit. There's a Jackson here now to steal and repair, so your priority should be sending your Pioneers over to repair this Jackson. That's a nice pick. And the American AI is just so bad. It's literally jumping its vehicle crews out and giving you so many support weapons here.
An elephant tank destroyer is ready to be deployed.
I'm going to keep moving around. You're still in range of this Rakettenwerfer. It's going to shoot you. Why are you staying in front of it? Always keep moving around the side. Oh, and it looks like you stand on top of your own your telemine there, or mine. You've now, yeah, it's a Regal mine you just stood on top of. Never stand on top of your own mines. You might lose this Panther to mortar fire. Jackson still needs reps. Units over here should all be reinforcing. Got 1,200 manpower in the bank right now, but you are pop caps. You can't reinforce. But what you can do is put down bunkers. You can cache more points. You can always do with more munitions for sure. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the, I mean, you know, your pop cap generally, because you've got lots of machine guns which are not really doing anything for you here. You've got, you know, a lot of machine guns just idle or haven't really been contributing, you know, much if at all to this kind of fight. So I kind of would throw them away to free up pop cap for more important units. Generally, later on in the game, you want to be utilizing your pop cap with units that won't cost you manpower to reinforce. So vehicles and stuff, you know, where you want to be spending your fuel and getting all the good, you know, the higher tier units out.
We have lost an MG team. I see the enemy.
Again, lots of idleness here. You're repairing this mortar for some reason. You haven't got the population cap to recruit it, so I would just blow that up. Any support weapons you see you want to blow up. Okay, good kill on that Sherman there, hitting the rear armor here, which is good. Kill the supply truck. Don't overcommit here. You're going quite deep now. Massively overcommitting. You're showing rear armor to the Comet. You could use the blitz speed to get away here. You're showing arse the entire time here. Just terrible micro. Always reverse out of combat. You don't want to be driving forward and showing your ass to your opponent, because you've got more chance of the opponent to be able to do damage to you. They'll have a high chance to pen. So always try and reverse out the fight. So as soon as you saw that Comet, you should have started reversing back this way into your Grenadier, so that your Grenadier, you know, once the Panther had done enough damage to the Comet to bring it down to about the health it is now, then the Gren would Faust, which would give it the engine damage, and that would stop the Comet from being able to chase your Panther. But here you kind of overcommitted, and then you just showed your ass as you ran away with it, which is terrible. Also, the Jackson, I don't know where the Jackson went. Jackson, you know, and that whole time the Jackson was just sitting idle on the right, which would have been very important to help fight up against the Comet. Again, not utilising the Jackson's strengths. The Jackson outranges the Comet. So here's where you need a Pioneer squad, maybe in front of the Jackson, giving the Jackson vision so it can utilise its range. And therefore, you'll be able to dish out damage without actually receiving any in return, because the Comet wouldn't be able to return fire. So here, pause right now. So, forgetting this, that there's a Churchill behind us. If you had the Jackson here and the Brumbar fighting the infantry, the Jackson could sit here and keep sniping the Comet. You know, even while it's only on 20% health, because the Comet won't be able to hit it. Go on prioritise vehicles with this Panzer Force that won't be shooting this infantry. You could have maybe helped wipe this Vetsu one-man squad here. If you're going to try and fight a Comet like this, you want to get behind it and hit it on its rear. You'll be more likely to penetrate it. Panzer IV will generally have a hard time hitting it. Thankfully, you had the Elephant there that did the damage. Oh, here comes a penal squad that's going to satchel you. That's why you always want to keep your distance away from units that lock anti-tank grenades and snares like this, because as soon as you get engine damage, you become an easy target to pick off like that. So keep your distance. That Panzer IV didn't need to be that close to that Comet or to that Sapper squad. Now on the left-hand side, double Su-85. The Elephant outranges the Su-85s. So again here, you want to be, you know, you need vision for the Elephant. The Elephant, if we turn the Fog of War on and look at your perspective, the Elephant can shoot all the way up to about here, but you've got no vision. So this would be, you know, use the recon. Okay, so that's great. You are using the recon, but you've got spotting scope. So the perfect combination here in Company Heroes 2 would be to use a 222 with spotting scopes in conjunction with an Elephant. So the 222 gives the vision for the Elephant so it can shoot. Got to be careful. Here comes another penal squad coming in. Okay, here comes the 222, but it's your teammate's 222. And yourself, you're getting way too aggressive with this Elephant. You're letting it get in a bad position here where it's going to get hit hard by this penal squad. Where's the rest of your units at?
The enemy have killed the land mattress crew.
Not bringing any units in here to help this Elephant. It's just slowly getting killed by this single penal squad. Brumbar's healthy could get involved and fight it. Being shot by a 6-pounder here. You're letting yourself get killed. As soon as an elephant gets engine damage, it becomes such a sitting duck. So, you know, easy for like off maps to finish it off and, you know, loiters and stuff like that. So you really want to try and avoid your big heavies like they're getting an engine critical.
Ready at your disposal.
Don't want to be having a Jackson fight an anti-tank gun. That will not do well. Completely pointless fight here. Your Jackson's just going to take it forever to kill it because it just hasn't got the arsenal. You don't want to be reversing into the line of fire either. Thankfully, your teammate's repairing you.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Also, you got the elephant is shooting infantry. You never want it wasting rounds of infantry. Always leave it on prioritizing vehicles so it can hit the tank, hit all these tanks here. But yeah, you're going to lose the elephant here now because it can't get away. It had the engine damage initially because of the sappers, because of the penal squad, and you let it carelessly get in that kind of position, so it was easily picked off by the Su-85s that just tried to dive in on it. So you always avoid getting yourself put yourself in that predicament. Always keep reversing back to safety. You kind of left it there, and had plenty of time to keep reversing back. Maybe you could have asked your teammate to drop smoke to try and cover it as it retreated. Not reacting again over here. Half track went down. And again, huge float in manpower. I definitely would like to see maybe a couple of Panzer Grenadier squads with Shreks here. You can see the amount of the tanks they've got now, so some Shreks would be quite nice. And also just a standard, maybe a Panzer Grenadier squad without Shreks, because you want some nice CQC elite infantry running through the forest and cleaning up, like support weapons and lower level infantry, lower tier infantry, things like that. I think keeping a half track on the field is quite nice for on-map reinforcement, so I don't think rebuilding that is a bad idea, but you want to do better with it. Root that King Tiger. Yeah, another pack gun's not bad.
Reporting in.
I don't know why a lot of your units just sitting idle again in the base. Nothing, there's a war going on. Yet all your forces are just sat here. What are you waiting for? You've built this bunker and still have yet to buy the medical upgrade for it as well.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Yeah. I think we'll leave this game here, lads, because there's just not. I just feel like I feel like I'm repeating myself with the same mistakes that's going on. But yeah, I think a big issue here for Lepardo is just a lot of passiveness, not utilizing his units well, wasting, not getting the core line, combination with infantry together. Just with single Gren, you need a couple of Grens, a couple of Panzer Grenadiers, working together with units, not using reconnaissance. Some good things we can say that he was trying to put down some mines. So I like the use of mines. He did use a recon run with his elephant to give himself vision for it. But, not utilizing a 2-2 with the elephant is a huge mistake as well. Just passiveness with the machine guns is probably the biggest big issues here. But we'll call an end to that game because it just feels like we're going over the same mistakes. So, anyway, for those who are just tuning in, wondering what today is about, today is Training Tuesday. So today I take your replays from Company Heroes 2 or Company Heroes 3. We go over them. I give you advice, tell you where you went wrong, and give you some pointers on what to improve for future games. So, if you guys have any replays that you want me to go over, now's your time. On my Discord channel, exclamation mark Discord. I have a channel here where you can submit your replays, co-replays. It's Co2 or Co3, and we'll go over these games together. Anybody have any replay? Oh, we wait. Oh. Oh. Urban Commander. Yep, sure. Just send me it. I'll go through it. Oh, you took me back to my childhood. How you doing, Rennet? Thanks for watching the content. Good. If you're just tuning on TikTok, thanks for watching, guys. We're live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. And I believe I've forgotten to connect my YouTube. There might be people messaging on YouTube today, and I've forgotten to connect the YouTube on the actual chat. So apologies, guys, if you are watching on YouTube and I haven't responded to any of your messages. There we go. I've got them all up now. Let me read them all. So yeah, make sure you're submitting it to this. So on my Discord, go to co-replays and throw it in here. You can't see the replay channel. It's a form. Right, do we have somebody put something in? Left side swarm. This is company here is 3. Right, and who am I looking at here? Gibson? Gibson playing Americans? Okay. Is this replay recent? Because if this is an old replay, I won't be able to watch it because it needs to be of current patch, as it's just unwatchable. Right. We got that replay there from Kipton. So I was thinking we do Co2 first and switch over to Co3 afterwards, but we can keep flip-flopping between both games if you guys don't mind me doing that. Do you guys mind? Let me know. You think? Okay. You guys okay with me switching backwards and forwards, or? If the audio doesn't get messed up between switching over games, it should be okay. I just have to restart the game if the audio messes up, sadly. Up, Wrecker. Running Tuesday, indeed. It's where you guys submit your replays in. I'll give you feedback and roast you as well. So enjoy. Why don't I train you live? What I have done is I've written down. I've got like another idea for a Company Heroes general video for like CoH2 and CoH3 because you can apply all these pointers for a just for Company Heroes, any kind of Company Heroes game in general. Not like my top tips, but I've got like 11 at the moment, and I wanted to go in depth with them. The first one would be don't lose squads. Second one would be stop floating resources. Third one, munitions win games. Normally it's mines wins games, but we'll say munitions wins games. Utilizing munitions well by putting mines down, using off-map abilities and stuff. Fourth one would be use cover. Fifth would be don't fight where you will lose. 6 is stop blobbing. 7, learn the units and mechanics. 8, wipe squads and units. 9, don't overcommit. 10, pay attention to your minimap. And 11, use reconnaissance. They're kind of like some top tips that I've got. I will go more in depth with explaining why all those things are very important in a separate video I'm thinking of making later on. I think I might make that once the new fall update comes out. I think it'd probably be a good time to make that video because there'll be interest back in CoH3 again, so we'll see. Seriously, I would love to hear your comments on my gameplay, since when I play with you, you're super focused on your gameplay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if you have a replay to send in, Rekka, I'm happy to go over one of your replays right now if you want. But if you want personal, like one-on-one time, that's, you know, I do offer coaching. So if you want to do a coaching session, then talk about that elsewhere. But I am happy to do. You know, today's a day where you guys get to submit in replays, and if you're a subscriber to the channel, I will prioritize your replays over non-subs. So let me know. All right, let's see if we've got any other code. If we've got no CoH2 replays, we'll switch over to CoH3 and do this CoH3 replay. All right, I guess we'll switch over now. Remember to keep switching back from CoH3 to CoH2. How do you submit a replay? All right, let's go to CoH3 and launch up CoH3. So go onto my Discord and read the guide. Pretty self-explanatory, but you submit a replay over here on my Discord. Owen just posted one, did you? Oh, yep, you've got a replay. Okay, thank you. Well, we're going to do the CoH3 replay first because he did submit that before you. So, hands replay on Allow Mal Halfa, and we're going to specifically looking at Kipton's gameplay here. It's Kipton. Okay. 4 off. Right, this is Kipton. He's playing Americans. We're seeing what he's going to do. So first up is he's already floating 500 manpower, getting his barracks down. You know, not in the best location. A lot of people will just double click the icon and then they'll have their barracks built straight around the HQ. Generally, I'd always recommend trying to build your barracks around the edge of the territory so that when you make new units, they're further to the front line, so they'll be getting involved in capping territory and fighting sooner. If you build your barracks buildings like right by your base, you're right by your HQ, they're going to take longer to get to the front line, which is not a good idea. You can see this guy over here, this American player, who we can't see at the moment, his name is Zickel. He's put his barracks right in a great location here because his units are going to be able to come out and get onto the field faster. Other thing is, as well, is by putting a barracks on the edge of the territory, is you increase your reinforcement radius as well. If you only build structures around your HQ area, your reinforcement radius will just be around here. But by putting out a barracks further forward, you'll add reinforcement radius here, so your units can start reinforcing from all the way as they exit the base. So that's a big reason why you will always want to be building your tier structures further out rather than next to your HQ. So let's we'll support the bang, 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 bang. So MG into the church or to the tower, temple thing, whatever you call it. I'll buy a rifle, 300 man-pounder bank, so you probably want to be getting yourself another rifleman squad out here. You're going for a Jeep. Now, Jeep, personally, I feel like Jeeps work a lot better on, like, more open terrain, like on the right here. A Jeep in the city is not that great because units are going to jump into buildings, and the Jeep won't be able to do much damage to units in buildings because the buildings provide a lot of green cover. You can't flank units in buildings, so those units that are in the buildings will fully benefit from green cover. But yeah, generally, a Jeep in an urban environment is not a good idea.
Cords on truck, fueled up and ready.
Time to harass some crowds, boys.
Right. So you also want to be repositioning your machine gun. Every time that you get spotted and your MG has a fight, you want to be repositioning it because your enemy knows the MG's in that building, so that they'll probably try and counter it. And that is exactly what is happening right now with this mortar. So if you reposition, early, then the enemy will miss their initial mortar barrage because they think you're in that old location when you are not. With smoke bombardment coming in here. Not the best smoke barrage because I guess it's covering that rifleman. Now, if you have grenades here, that would be good to be able to get close and get grenade. Let me see if you got grenade tech on the way. Doesn't look like it. Jeep on a decent little flank angle here, but you got a grenade going in now. Nice. Be careful, your Jeep is just getting shredded in the rear. Very late retreat or late reverse. That you should have gone forward so that this building here would have blocked that machine gun from firing on you. But yeah, very careless loss of the Jeep. You have plenty of time to move that and get it out of danger. But I guess maybe a good use of smoke to cover that rifleman squad. Now there is a mortar here you can steal. Now, what I would do here to steal this mortar would be to drop another smoke drop, but you've already used it. But the other thing you could do is if you get the upgrade on your scout squad, they can lob a smoke grenade on top of that mortar, so they then can steal it. You do want to always steal support weapons. A nice, it's always good to have a nice early mortar, especially a Wehrmacht mortar, because this can drop a flare, which is very handy. Vision. Carefully, you also want to be careful dropping a airborne squad into an urban environment because if they land on a building, they will die. So always be careful when dropping into an urban area.
Everyone here? We've been told where we're needed.
Base. Your teammate has got a medical tent, so you could move your units over here to heal up or sending them out. You want to be trying to prioritize. If you see units repairing and you can shoot them, always try and prioritize shooting those guys. You've got another smoke drop coming in here, which looks good to blind that machine gun. Now's the time to push in with that airborne squad so they can lob that satchel charge or a grenade onto the MG in the building. Giving your own machine gun up is good as well. Here comes a grenade. Nice. Could have done that a bit sooner. Unfortunately for you, there was a second machine gun, but you should have seen that because of the scout squad here, providing vision. So you should have maybe maneuvered that airborne squad a little bit better there. The squad is still sitting quite idle in the base, not really doing anything here. This squad needs to retreat, really. Oh no, you're going to lose this. It's a late retreat on this unit here. You need to try and be focusing the squad here because they can lob a grenade onto your unit. That's stupid. He just instantly grabbed the mortar under the MG fire. You're very lucky this squad didn't die. You're also lucky you didn't lob a grenade on your MG in the house as well. So you've got a lot of fuel in the bank. You've got over 100 fuel. You should have already been getting your support sensor up by now. infantry support center or mechanized. You haven't done that yet, so that is you're very slow in teching, which is not good.
Time to dust off. We're needed. We got eyes on the drop zone. No turning back now.
Something to do.
Head tent right here, and you could be benefiting from it, but you're not going to.
Heading back to base.
I always say this whenever you're playing a game of Company Heroes, guys. When you're really close to your teammate, you got to decide between one of you to put the med tent between both bases so you can benefit. Have a look over here. This guy's done a good. This American player over here, he's put it slightly over to the left a bit here, so his teammate, the yellow player, is also benefiting from this med tent. So this is killing, basically it saves one player from having to make resources on a med tent, so they can use that resources elsewhere. It's making a bit more efficient.
We've got paratroopers waiting in the wings, Commander.
MG, waiting on you.
And a lot of your units are just sitting idle, not doing anything in the base.
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
It's like a running trend today. Everyone's just sleeping and not utilizing units.
Fire that bazooka!
Quite a few machine guns that you've noticed on this side of the map, so I'm surprised you also haven't got yourself your own mortar here. I know you like spending your munitions on the smoke drops, but if you get yourself a mortar, you can smoke for free and save those munitions for other things, like an upgrade for your paratroopers, more grenades, more off maps.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
We're going to start fast forwarding this a little bit because I'm waiting to see if I can give any more advice here.
Fallen into enemy control.
These squads could have healed up easily due to that. There's a med tent right there. They could have healed up before going on out to the field. They've been sitting idle for a very long amount of time.
Stay close. Watch for stragglers.
Still no support center upgrade. Both other American players have already got their upgrade.
MG-42!
Got one Zook. So you've got a little bit of AT, but not much.
Heavy MG, spread out!
If you're going for such a heavy infantry play, infantry support center makes sense because you give the extra health to your units, reduce reinforcement costs as well.
B-47 ready to ruin Jerry's day.
Getting a satchel here, that's good.
Leaving!
Okay, you did get yourself your own mortar out, that's good. The grenade going in on these points, good. Nice.
Now. Skies are clear. Heading to target. Green light over the drop zone. Give them hell, boys.
So, I don't like seeing this many paratrooper squads. Paratrooper squads are elite infantry. They are expensive to reinforce, and you have plenty of fuel in your bank. You should be teching up and getting tanks and vehicles out. I think maybe 2 paratrooper squads, possibly 3 is kind of the limit there, I would say. Any more than that and it's overkill. Also, this is a case of you don't only engage in engagements you can win. There's a tip I brought out earlier. There's no point fighting that squad here against this many units. They even though you've got the cover, they just outnumber you. They'll dish out more damage than you can dish out, and you'll end up losing 2 guys for not really killing anybody. So, there's no point in taking that fight. As soon as you saw that many units there, you should back this unit up, wait for reinforcements, and come again when the situation was more favourable. Now, this squad has to retreat off the field, and it'll be off the field for a good while, and especially since you seem to be taking such a long time to bring your units out onto the field, it'll probably be off the field for another 5-10 minutes. At least this Axis player here is doing something well with the Kettenkrad. He's giving himself vision with the Kettenkrad, so the mortar had a target to bombard that machine gun. Leaving your this is oh no, this is one of the biggest mistakes that you can do right now. You've got an unprotected support gun. You've just dropped in an anti-tank gun as well. You've got no infantry nearby to cover this, and here comes a huge Axis blob. So you can lose both these units now to this incoming attack. Not retreating, so they're definitely dead.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Not retreat again. Late on the retreat there. MG's not really getting involved. Don't get inside the building here because he could have just lobbed two. This guy for some reason doesn't realize he's got grenades. Grenadiers have grenades. He could have lobbed 2 stick grenades right in there when that MG went in that building, and you would have lost that rifleman squad and those 2 MGs. You're lucky this guy just doesn't know how to use his munitions, doesn't know how to use grenades. But that's another instance there where you're taking an unfavorable fight. Again, going out the bait. Always, if there's healing available, always come out, always attack. Always come out of the field with full health units, because if I click on this squad here and hover over it, you can see 2 of these guys. One guy's got 5 HP, one other guy's got 12 HP. As soon as a fight happens, they will die. They will not have any impact in the next engagement, right? 2 of those guys. So that is a third of that unit's firepower, practically useless. So always heal your squads up to full health before getting them back onto the field, if you can do so.
30s for us. Our lucky day.
Gonna hide the rest of some of these units here. We'll just try and we'll just show who the guy you're up against over here. This guy on the right. One thing you can be doing here is you could get yourself a half track out to reinforce from, and get healing from that. But again, you still have not gotten your support sensor upgrade yet, which is a huge mistake. One of the biggest mistakes right now is just not teching up. I mean, this time it's 50 minutes into the game. There should be tanks on the field now. You've got fuel in the bag to get tanks out.
An entire gun crew has been killed.
Getting hit by a Wesp now.
Reports of enemy movement.
Not reacting to incoming fire, so you're just going to eat rounds for no reason. Stayed in the enemy's line of fire here.
HMG team deploying.
Don't need this many machine guns.
We're losing our capture point.
Right, I think we'll leave it here because it's just some very core and obvious mistakes here that this player is making. Not taking up, not healing, not utilizing his fuel well. Though some good pointers to take away is decent use of smoke to blind machine guns, and then use grenades to follow through and clear units out of buildings. That's pretty much it, though, to be honest. All right. And even if your teammate hasn't built a medical tent, you should build one yourself, because the healing is so important. You save yourself so much manpower cost of for reinforcement if you heal your units effectively throughout a match. Right. And as R2 said it as well, maybe not so much on that map, because that map is so big it takes a long time for the medics to come out and actually grab casualties and bring them out. But generally, on smaller maps, the medical tent will have a huge impact, because those medics will go out, pick up casualties, people that have fallen but not been completely killed. They'll bring those units back to their medical tent and act as free reinforcement for certain squads, which can be very handy. Right, so let's just see what we got next then, lads. We're going to be going over to the next replay here. Let's see what we got next. So the next person, so we done Kipton's replay. Then we'll go over to the next one. Who was next? Erwin was next, right? Erwin, yeah, we'll do Erwin next, and then we've got my games. Erwin's game. Then what's this game? Is this a CoH? CoH, yep. Okay, got one here. What's this one called? CoH replay. Okay. CoH replay from Doofus. They both called. Oh, that was back. That's Wrecker on a CoH game. Okay. Relaunch CoH. Thank you guys for spinning your replays. I'll get to them right away. Okay, so first up was the OKW game on Crossing in the Woods or something, right? Okay, and we're looking at Urban, yeah, Urban Commando, right? Crossroads Winter, rather. All right, here we go. Is this an official 1v1 map in the match pool right now for CoH? I know the summer version is, but I don't remember the winter one being one. While we wait for this to load in, when anything you want me to look out for or something that you were struggling with, you want me to see if I can give you advice on straight away here?
We built it as ordered. Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Just fast forward it here.
Area secured.
Penals. Okay, your opponent's captured the VP, so that should tell you that they're over. Okay, they're rushing the victory points by the looks of it. Start off with. Generally, I don't advise going for that because it kind of puts you behind. You want to get territory first. Saw the Sturms. Okay, so here, slight thing. I would have moved the penals right up to the edge of the point, so they're still capturing the territory and getting a little bit more of extra damage into that Sturm squad. That Sturm squad backed away because you had the range advantage there, but you could have kept on firing for a little bit longer while still capping. So slight little thing there, I would say. I can hear a Kuba wagon. Now we can see it's confirmed on the map, so now you've got a Kuba wagon on the field, so you might want to be getting yourself, an M3 half shack would be a good idea here. Good bit of, wiring off cover, putting down sandbags as well. Getting into the zone here, we deny the decap. There's the M3. M3's coming over. Dodging grenade. You outnumber him so you can get involved here. That's good. Keep pushing here, so I'm just going to slow this down and pause it. So you've got an engagement on the left-hand side. You're fighting these guys. So that's good. So you can cap this and shoot these guys at max range. M3 got the Kuba wagon. Probably should have been a bit more aggressive with it so it couldn't get away. You're kind of fighting with it on max range. You could have gone a little bit closer there. This squad's sitting idle now that could be pushing up and capturing more territory. I wouldn't be really wasting a satchel charge like this early game. This is the only engagement happening on the field at the moment, so it's very easy for opponent to see this and dodge that, and that's exactly what he did. So you kind of just wasted munitions there. You want to be getting your engineers upgraded with the flamethrower. This unit is, you should be also moving this M3 over to your engineers, because when you're playing Soviets, the best thing to do with M3 is the clown car flamethrower kind of like combination here. So you want to be getting that flamethrower in your in this unit and starting to chase down units. And you only got an early window to do this because Volks Grenadiers don't have the Panzerfaust straight from the get-go. They need to wait for the truck to come out and I believe get set up. So you have like a window of opportunity where you can do some damage with an M3 flamethrower. Okay, so I think this is quite a heavy tier 1 now with 2 penals, 2 conscripts. That's quite nice. You're getting yourself the AT grenades for your conscripts, which is fine. Probably would have prioritized getting the meds first because you've got a penal squad sitting in the base at about 70% health that could have benefited from healing right now. Double machine gun spotted. I mean, you have got the Molotov. You could have lobbed the Molotov, then you had time to drop one onto that machine gun. You didn't. And also, before pushing forward into the central point here, you probably should have jumped into this building to give yourself vision of this of what's in the over here. If you jumped to the building, you would have noticed that a machine gun or machine guns would have been over here, and therefore you would know not to push into this area and wait for maybe some support. Penal squad sitting idle. Could be pushing up on green cover, engaging these Volks that are capturing this victory point. Got to be careful with this three-man conscript squad. They could, could be maybe a stern pioneer comes on the back and chases this squad down. The M3 hasn't really done much. It's been sitting idle. It should be, it should be stuck like glue to your engineer squad, both supporting each other. Not doing anything at the moment. Okay, you got yourself tier 2. You're getting yourself a mortar out. That kind of makes sense to be able to. You want to try and take out the double machine guns, displacing from the building. That's good. But you can also use the flamethrower in a M3 to dive onto the building to burn out a annoying machine gun.
Mortar team has arrived. Send orders! Infantry!
Risky here. I mean, MG is turning around. You need to keep moving left. Keep moving left. It's not worth trying to get the satchel. Yeah. So here's a mistake. You got greedy then. You thought, oh, I'm just going to be quick and try and get the satchel charge off. And, and hopefully I'll get it before the MG turns on me. But no. You had plenty of time to keep moving around. You always want to make sure the squad is fully out of the line of fire of the machine gun. And then you could potentially lob the satchel charge here. You kind of got greedy. And now you're going to get pinned before you even get the satchel charge off. Now you've seen the Volks get an MP40, so that should tell you which commander your opponent's picked, which is Firestern. You also could have potentially lobbed the satchel charge and then predicted the retreat path here to wipe this machine gun. This is kind of a more of a high-level ability. You're going to have a skill kind of shot type thing, because you're having to calculate how long it will take to lob the satchel charge and coincide with the retreat path. That's kind of difficult to do. You need a lot of experience to do that, but that is something that you could have tried there. You had the munitions to do it, and if you have an opportunity to wipe something, you should always try and go for it. Yeah, I'm very worried about this conscript squad that's so overextended here. If I was the Axis player and I saw that there was a low health conscript squad, I actually know there's a low health conscript squad, because if I'm paying attention, when I'm capturing points, there is a little bit, if I just play it for a second, you see a little bit of, a vision around the point. So if I was the Axis person, I would have seen it as a three-man squad, and I'd have taken some units, come up around and brought around my squads around here, and then I would have definitely killed that squad on the retreat, because, I would have attacked it from here, and they would have the retreat past me. And as that's a three-man squad, it would have very, very easily be killed. So you want to be very careful with capping, deep enemy territories with low health squads.
A sector has been cut off.
At this point, you've got 120 fuel in the bag. I would definitely be taking up and get yourself a T-70 out as quickly as possible. You always want to be trying to rush a T-70 because they're so good. You ended up mortaring yourself then. I'm not sure whether this penal squad is going to get suppressed, so there's no point. I don't know why you're rushing it in like this. Okay, you have smoked it, but yeah, wait. It's timing. Issue with timing there. Wait until the smoke has landed, then bring the squad in. You've lost 2 guys on this penal squad carelessly right now. You've also upgraded PTRS rifles on this unit. There's no vehicles on the field at the moment, so you've upgraded this too early. Especially when you already have, like, conscripts with AT grenades. You've got a little bit of AT, so you can stop yourself getting rushed. Yeah, I think getting the PTRS rifles is too early here. Have you got healing in the base yet? Still no healing in the base. And you've now got yourself an anti-tank gun. There's no armor on the field. There is no point. It's a waste of a unit. Now, the Soviets can, their anti-tank gun has kind of like, it does a little artillery barrage, so it's kind of got a little bit of utility there compared to other anti-tankers for other factions. So getting that out might not be such a terrible idea compared to other factions, but still, you have now a PTRS rifle, you have AT grenades. The scariest thing that your opponent can throw at you is a Puma, a Panzer II, or a flak half track, and you can keep that at bay, you know, with those units in cover, you know, plenty of time to buy yourself plenty of time for a Ziz gun to come out. So getting this out early is a waste. You know, you should be spending these. You know, you should be spending your fuel advantage on getting yourself a T70 out. You want to be forcing your opponent to make counters to you. Because if you get a T70 out, he's going to have to get Rakettenwerfer out to fight you. Rather than maybe another mainline infantry or something like that.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our
Okay, you can see him. There's a machine gun over here, so I'd be diving over to the right-hand side to try and chase down that machine gun. This penal squad should be going around the side here to come up behind the machine gun that was on this side. It's actually capturing this munitions point, strangely enough. So deep again. Easily dealt with. Also forgot to move your engineer squad after building your tier structure. Always should be building cover as well. While you're capping with the conscript squads, you should be putting down those sandbags. You know, wiring up the opposite side. I'd always recommend, at this point, I'd also getting a second engineer squad out. Second mortar is a big no-no. I don't know why would you get a second mortar out. You have the fuel for a T70 right now. It makes absolutely no sense to get a second mortar out. You already have one. One was fine. One was great. It's doing a perfect job. You do not need a second one.
Mortar team reports ready for combat. The enemy has taken our supply sector.
3 machine guns, man. What is this guy on?
The sector is at risk.
T70 would have much more impact than a mortar.
We have an isolated sector.
Send orders.
I don't know if you're going to get behind in time. You might do, just about. Yeah, you did. Then close distance, get right on top of him, so he can't, you know, don't give him time to set up. Maybe lob a Molotov on him now, he's not reacting. Molotov's cheap. 20 munitions. Could have lobbed the Molotov there, plenty of time to lob that. He could have wiped a couple more models with a Molotov then. Need to try and get your fuel point recapped as quickly as possible as well. Still no T70. At this point, I'm thinking maybe just tech straight up to tier 4 and start getting. It looks like you are. You're going to get yourself E34s out. I haven't chosen a commander yet either. KV8 would be good, actually. KV8 would be really good at the moment. Now you've spotted his battle group headquarters, so I'd be immediately lobbing satchels on this. You are careful you don't blow yourself up. You're a bit too close there. Back away and keep firing. You want to get back on the point. Keep getting the decap there and let the PTRS rifles smash this. Your mortars should be moving up well with the Ziz gun to prioritize blowing this up now that you have the opportunity to kill it and you've spotted it. Your mortars are kind of sat back, not been issued a barrage command on this, so that's a mistake. A decent retreat timing there, the grenade. Here comes a flak half track. I would retreat these guys. There's no reason to keep these guys in the fight. If they stay in the fight any longer, they're just going to take casualties. Heal them. There's no point in these guys being in the fight. Could use attack ground. I think you are trying to. Yeah, I mean, these guys, as soon as the flak half track sees them, they're just going to drop straight away. Thankfully, the flak is on the quarter. There goes 2 guys. There you go. 2 guys died. He's not reacting, though, to the thingy. Stop smoke. So surprised you still haven't got healing, though, in the base. Another 2 guys died. So it's 4 guys died, and what did they achieve? Not much at all. The M3 was providing vision on the flak, so, you know, you lost 4 guys there for no reason. That's 4 guys that are going to eat into your your manpower reserves. You have to replenish. You want to have a mortar for every team. Weapons team, the enemy. No, you do not. That is a terrible piece of advice. That is absolutely atrocious advice. Here you've got a squad on the retreat path. You could lob a Molotov on the retreat path to help try and wipe some men here. Maybe even get the full wipe on the squad. This is what I see for a lot of low-level players do. They don't bother to try and get every bit of worth out of an engagement as possible. Here, this squad could have chased this guy a little bit longer and possibly dropped a couple of men. That all adds up. Every time your opponent has to reinforce a dude, that's eating into their manpower reserves, which means they're not going to be able to get another unit out to fight you. So you always should be trying to get wipes, be aggressive, try and get as many kills on retreat as possible. Here we have an MG that's overextended. You have your half track, you have a conscript squad. Bring your units to here, so you're on the retreat path, ready to kill his units as the MG retreats.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
I think you missed that Molotov then. Yeah, you aimed to the left, too much to the left of that. You lost, MG died there. In CoH 2, yeah, good job with the T-34 killing the machine gun, but you can use the T-34 to actually help destroy and crush the building. If you drive into the corners of the building, you'll chip away at the building's health and make it more likely to collapse. So you can get your T-34 right up against that building to help try and flatten that building faster and kill the MG faster. Here you got to be careful, right? So here, this LEIG has a wall between you and the T-34, right? So the T-34's rounds are likely to hit this wall rather than this unit. So if I see this, I'd move the T-34 a bit further forward so there isn't that kind of obstruction in the way. See, hits the wall. So you could have moved forward, and the T-34 would have been in a better position to get another get a shot in. You've always got to be thinking about the terrain obstacles that might be in your way that will impede shots, and that'll be that was one of those shots was wasted there, so you could have helped kill that faster. You've now decrewed this LEIG. You're not taking any steps to blow this weapon up. Same thing with this machine gun over here. Always either immediately destroy enemy support weapons or steal them. Do not leave them on the ground for your opponent to repick back up. There's a flak half track over here. Your T-34 should be moving over to intercept that. You've got a penal squad with a PTRS rifle, so that squad should be also moving over to intercept that. You do not need this LEIG. If anything, grabbing this LEIG is not a good idea for you. Because one, it's very likely to get decrewed straight away by a Sturm squad that's nearby. And two, you already have 2 indirect fire pieces with the mortar. You do not need any more indirect fire like this. You've already got that kind of set. So, if anything, it's just going to eat into your population cap, make you have increase your upkeep, and you want more manpower to spend on tanks rather than this unit, which won't really achieve too much.
IL-2 ready for reconnaissance. We now have access to KV-8 flamethrower tanks. Combat engineers can now construct repair stations.
Now, you've seen a Raketen Werfer. You should immediately try and be moving out of the line of fire. Right? You're also showing your kind of side rear armor to it, so that's not good. Bit of a late reaction there. You did reverse away in time. Second engineer squad is definitely called for here to help repair your tanks now at this point in the game, and also be upgrading a sweeper because the sweeper also increases the repair speed slightly. So you want to get your T-34 back into top tip shape as fast as possible. This is a strange choice. You're getting down your supply truck and also building a cache. You already have good resource control at this point. You already have 141 fuel in the bag. I would be spending this manpower that's going into a cache, and the supply truck could have been a KV-8 that could have come onto the field right now and finished off the game pretty quickly. But instead, you're opting to drop, throw this down. I imagine you're trying to save it for the KV-2, but right now, KV-8 makes a lot more sense. You only really have to deal with Raketen Werfers. The KV-8 can take a bit of punishment, and it's great against all the infantry that's on the field for your opponent right now. The KV-2 is going to take too long to come out to have a big impact here. Also, you're not, you've seen the battle group. You're not prioritizing taking this out right now. You know where it is. Your Ziz guns aren't bringing up. Your mortars are still sat back. You need to bombard this and kill this. This is a huge thing that your opponent's betting from. He's reinforcing his squads here. You know, he can make more units out of it. So you want to try and stop him being able to utilize this. That's right on his cutoff as well. And you want to be taking this cutoff to deny all his resources that he has on the right hand side of the map. Still no healing in the base. Oh, it's a pet peeve, man, not getting healing. We literally just discussing it in the previous game when there was no healing. No, not building cover. Could be putting down trip flares as well with the conscripts. Every time a guy walks over a trip flare, they lose a model. Leads the opponent. M3's just not done anything now. M3 could be harassing the Obers over here a little bit, you know. It's just sat here being idle and being useless. I mean, the majority of your army is just sat around not doing anything. Not prioritizing, pushing the Shver. Looks like you might have finished off the Shver now with something, actually, which is good. Oh, no, it's still there. Never mind. Disappeared for some reason. Okay, getting more cover in now, which is good. Make sure to wire it off, though. If I see my opponent make this, I'm laughing because I'm thinking he's got nothing, you know, he's invested his fuel into something that can only fight infantry. So there's nothing really to fight this T-34. Diving in with the T-34 like this is absolutely fine because he's only got the one Raketenwerfer. He's already used up the Panzerfaust now, so you can't get like a damaged engine. Focusing the tank is good here, nice. So great pick with that, with the Ziz gun. Good combined arms play. You should be collapsing your units in here, you know, bringing some units around the side. You've got a conscript squad to come around here. Your other units could come around the top, maybe.
The enemy still has 300 points.
Yeah, and very passive. You're not taking your advantage and pushing, you know, when you have a nice win, you're not, you know, pressing down on your opponent's neck while you have the opportunity. Again, sat back. All these units sat back. Your mortars could easily push up to here and just continuously bombard this battle group headquarters, but no, they're sat back. Excuse me. Oh. Right. Oh. You made another one. You don't need that much fuel, man. KV2 is only 230 fuel. You don't need that much. Yep, sitting back, could be repairing. Not so you put any mines down with your combat engineers. Mines could be going down as well, none of that.
Good shooting, gunner.
Hey, Doofus, thank you so much for the sub. All right, I think we'll leave it there. I think we've given Erwin enough to ponder. I think, you know, so takeaways here, guys, is that, yeah, too passive, weird tech choices, getting a second mortar when you weren't needed to, getting the Ziz gun too early, getting AT rifles too early when there was no armor on the field, so just not good tech choices. You know, you could have had the KV out a lot sooner. You may, you know, wasting manpower on things you don't need. Not getting healing, which is a huge one. You should always be getting healing early. Not pressurizing your opponent's cutoff and their important structures, but when you easily can do. Not chasing units down on retreat or anticipating retreat paths. So lots of pointers there to take away, but we'll leave the replay there and we'll move on to the next one. Just a reminder, guys, if you are enjoying the stream and you want to show your support, subscribing is one of the best ways to do so, or becoming a member on YouTube as well. If you do become a member, or if you are a subscriber on YouTube and Twitch, I will prioritize your replays if you are submitting them in for me to kind of go over them. Doofus just subscribed. I'm pretty sure Doofus did submit a replay. Well, so we'll prioritize his replay next. Doofus his name was called Comeback, so we'll do the, where is it? Comeback, here we go. Right, and we're looking, what's your name in this? Doofus? He shouldn't, Meferion? Which player are you in this? Because none of these names are called Doofus. You're Paradox, okay. Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it very much. Alright, so Commander loader, yep, great Commander, yep, good Commander, yeah, that's fine as well. It's good Commander choices you've got on your loader. You've got yourself some, if you want Recon, Indirect Fire, and an off-map, you've got a good Commander there. Good early game Commander there with Defensive Tactics. Anti-Tank Overwatch is always good late game. And then, yeah, again, yeah, that's always good at 85's mark target. So, yeah, good selection of Commanders. Bulletins, though, questionable. You kind of want all just infantry bulletins rather than a mix and match, because you'll always, your core line infantry you'll have throughout the game. So with CoH, I'd always recommend just having pure infantry bulletins like this guy over here. This dude on the right-hand side's got pure Grenadier bulletins, and I imagine he'll be making lots of Grens, and he'll grab Grens throughout the game, so they'll always have an impact, those bulletins. Whereas, you've got buffs for T-3485s, but you might not make T-34s. You've only got one commander with T-3485s, and, T-34s, regardless of what kind, will come out later on in the game, so they'll only have a late window where they'll actually be useful. So let's we'll watch Paradox here. And he is playing from the blue perspective over here. Yep. There you go. Okay, wiring off here. Cover, great. Always do that. You're up against OKW, because if I turn the Fog of War on, you'll see this imprint in the ground. That is an indication of an OKW player. So rushing into this building early against an OKW player with Sturms, that is quite dangerous. Actually, you now see the Sturms, so you could dive into this building. It looks like he's going to try and push you, so if I see this coming, I'd bring my combat engineer over to here, so I can have two squads fighting this one unit. Getting this building is also important, but yeah, backing away was the right choice here. Waiting for reinforcements, so good play there. Only engagements you can win, so you backed away. Now you have 2 versus 1, and I would keep my distance, yeah, and fight this Stern Pioneer at range with these rifles. That's good. This guy's playing badly because he could have been fighting this this combat engineer on this side, but there's only one window to fight. But he's brought the unit round where he has to fight all 4 combat engineers, so not good play there from him. Yep, focusing there. Try and focus down the Sturms. Keep pressurizing the Sturms. Probably want to retreat that unit now. Yep, should have retreated it already. Maybe you didn't realize you've not retreated it, because that's, yep. You were lucky there, because you could have jumped the Sturms in the house, jumped them out, and then focused them down really quickly. CQC with a surprise, kind of like jumping around real quick. A bit of a late reaction or late pulling that unit back. I mean, here you're backing away. This Sturm, okay, at this point, this Sturm is low enough that I would have stood my ground and took the fight. I would have definitely stopped building cover here and brought this squad in to this point here to focus the Sturms as well. Because these Sturms are so low, if you stood and took the fight, you'll have a much better time. I think you would have likely dropped it and actually maybe won that fight there with the conscripts. But backing away, if you're backing away, the Sturms are not going to take casualties. They've still got 75% of their firepower now, and you're going to be taking losses as you back away here, which is not good. So yeah, you definitely, I mean, overall, you took a little bit more health, but yeah, staying your ground there would have been fine, and just bringing this other conscript over. Another conscript squad here. I'll probably be getting Molotovs around this point. Flush him out of this building over here. Also probably get the decap here and run. Is what I would do next if I were you. Just get the decap. Yep, there you go. Good. Running away. Teammate has got a grenadier in the north.
Conscripts at our
Your
disposal.
teammate's got a sniper in the north fighting these two Grens. And cover down is important. I mean, this is risky from this guy chasing. I mean, this guy can keep kiting back and being on green cover here. Another squad coming out. Have you got healing yet? This squad, yeah, we're getting healing next because this guy needs healing in the base.
Encroaching on our territory.
Yeah. Keep focusing this squad down. Maybe pushing here. So you're stopping the decap. I would have probably, that's what I would have done with these guys. I'd have put, because there's still cover here and you could have stopped the decap. You had repositioned slightly a bit better there. Right. Getting healing in the base. Good. Bring your combat engineers back as well to get healing. Probably give them a flamethrower now as well.
Now installed a field hospital at headquarters.
Oh, not letting your squads get healed up before sending them out to the field is a mistake. This squad, yeah, don't know why that's pushing forward against Sturms. It's already as low as it is. This squad's being idle at the moment. Could be doing other things. I mean, you could have healed it by now. You're not too far off getting yourself tier 3. Teammates going really heavy into the snipers here. Just concerning. 2 snipers is a bit too much this early in the game. If you see your teammate going this many snipers, you might want an extra infantry squad here just to screen for these snipers. Engineers still idle. Fortunately for you here, he's not getting rid of the sweeper, so he's only got 50% firepower. Here, jump out the building. Yep, good, jump out. Keep focusing it down. You were unlikely to kill it there, but I would have jumped out and immediately told to focus fire. I wouldn't have issued a move commandment. I would have tried to focus fire. There is a slight chance that you might have had all shots connect and kill that model because it's fairly low. But because you moved, those shots are going to be very inaccurate. But there was a chance there. You could have potentially wiped that if you just stopped and shot. Okay, did you... No. Where's your combat engineer? Again, you didn't bother healing them. Now's the time you want to be putting mines on these roads and these choke points. You have a nice bank of munitions at the moment. Yep, there we go. So mine's going down. At this point, you should be expecting maybe Panzer 2, something like that, a flak half track or 222. You need some mines, especially if I see my teammate go double snipers. The Austin player's over there, right? If I were him, I would have rushed to 222 to kill them as fast as possible. So I would have had a conscript squad with these snipers so that I can anti-tank grenade a diving 222 on the snipers. Here comes a grenade. Dodging. This is kind of delaying tactics. This is fine. You might not be able to win this fight, but you are slowing your opponent down from capturing this fuel point, which is important. You're also keeping him occupied so you can get the conscript squad to come around me on the flank here, which is quite nice. Zizgun. I think this is appropriate time for a Zizgun. Since you don't have AT grenades right now, you do need some AT. Though you definitely want to be getting the grenade package for your conscripts. I think I hear a vehicle now. Here comes a 250 Panzer Grenadier. That's probably going to make a beeline for the snipers. Teammate is running away. He hasn't got... Unfortunately, your teammate has not prepared at all for any kind of AT cancel measures here. He's even gone shocks. Very risky play from him. Combat engineers should be in cover while fighting this. There's no reason they are sitting out of cover. They can be behind this track to hit in. You got to remember, bear in mind that there are 2 guys on the MG that are firing Kar 98s, as well as the Panzerfuser. One guy from the Panzerfuser is hitting you, so you are taking damage here. So you should always put yourself in the best available cover.
Guards troops ready for action.
Guards, good choice as well, I would say. Grade P, yeah, the DP's on them as well. Then you've got a little bit more diversity. You've got the Ziz gun with a guard squad, so that's nice. Nice combination there. Just want to see you get AT grenades as well. So you have snares. Oh my god, your teammate just lost a shock squad. Not good. Yeah, constantly putting mines down. Is this on the retreat path? He loved them. He loved the incendiary grenade on it. Okay. Makes no sense why he'd done that. He has Sturms with sweepers, so he's wasting munitions to clear a mine that he can clear anyway in a moment. Should be focused again. Mistake here. This squad, you've not told this squad to focus down this Panzer Fusilier, because I can see a couple of those guys are on auto fire and they're focusing the closest thing to them, which is the Volks. Both these guys should be focusing down the one-man squad to try and get the wipe here, and they're not. Oh, but yeah, highly likely you'd have wiped that if you focus fired it and you didn't. You see a machine gun over here. If I were you, I'd been getting this squad out of the building, maybe to flank around and get on an angle here. Let's try and hit it. Careful at the flames. You've repositioning, which is good. Conscript squad moving around for a good flanking angle. I like it. Have you teched up yet? You're teching up now. Okay, a little bit late on teching up. You see he's got another truck out. This is normally a sign that your opponent hasn't got their Schwer down. If you see a second truck at this point, I'd definitely be thinking, oh, he's probably not got his first truck down by now. His first. So that means, well, you maybe be ahead in tech, so you can get your T-70 out and do some nice damage. You know he's got a Rakettenwerfer. Yep, good. Focusing down the thing. You should keep pushing here. So this is a mistake as well here. It takes some time for your PTS rifles to fire their volleys and reload their rifles. And while they're reloading their rifles, you should be chasing, right? So fire one volley and then keep moving. One, then count. 1, 2, attack. Fire. 1, 2, attack. And that way, you give yourself more chance to be able to chase down something retreating. Here, thankfully, this was already snared, so it's easy to chase down. But, try and, get into the habit of chasing down units. Okay, so a lot of these Panzer Fusiliers with the G43s are quite nasty. The teammate seems to have lost both his snipers. Absolutely no surprise there, since he went shocks and double snipers with no anti-tank capabilities at all. Rushing tier 4. I don't know. I mean, I think T-70's fine. I don't know why people are not getting T-70 out. T-70, like, considering your teammate is struggling right now, a T-70 would be really good to focus down the Grens. He's got an impact gun out now, but he only had a Shrek squad. So a T-70 would be good, and your opponent only has a Rakettenwerfer. Healed up in the base. Make sure you're reinforcing. You could be reinforcing right now with these guys. I mean, you can select both units and spam the F button to reinforce every unit at base, rather than individually selecting them. Cloaking and sneaking back your Ziz gun, probably the right play there. You don't want to kind of reveal it, so that's good. Okay, how far are you off? You're not actually far off a T-34. That's so good. Yeah, getting back in this house. You have the good angle on these Sturms. Okay, unfortunately getting double teamed now. So this conscript squad needs to retreat, and quickly. You've got nasty units on the retreat path of it. Staying here for too long is a bad idea. Is this gun's there supporting? Focus the Panzer Grenadiers here. Maybe lob a nice grenade here. They're all clumped up. A grenade here from the guards would be great. Bit of a late reaction here. You do lob a grenade in retaliation, but you could have avoided their grenade and lobbed your grenade a bit faster than they did.
The sector is at risk.
Your Ziz needs to back away quickly. Don't put a mine right underneath his nose. He sees that going down, so that's not a good idea.
Additional resources are now available to your commander.
But a T-34 can be built right now. I would always recommend getting a T-34 before getting something like a Katusha, because you need some kind of like hard-hitting vehicle. Stop maybe a dive or whatever. Cancel the mine. Right. It's a bit questionable here, this engagement you're taking. This squad's out of cover. There's a building here with some nice amount of windows that you could be diving in. That is green cover. There's also light cover here. You're fighting not in the best. You're not taking this fight very well. Yeah. I mean, even if you don't take the building, use the light cover there.
T-34 ready for combat.
That guy lost his shocks. Right, here comes your T-34. Keep chasing, keep chasing. You probably could have kept on chasing then. A bit sooner, so you could have got the wipe. I think you made a misplay with that T-34 because you issued a move command as while it was ready to fire, and you shouldn't have done that because it missed the shot. And if that shot had connected, you probably might have wiped the machine gun then. Though we do have a nice stolen Rakettenwerfer here that could be stolen. Make sure to focus that down. Still, that is good. Just about getting away with that Rakettenwerfer, but worth the attempt to steal that. Now I'll be thinking about getting a Katusha. Not sure why this T-34 is backed so far away. It could be shooting these Panzer Fusiliers. It's still fairly healthy, about 80% health, so I'm not sure why you backed it away. Rakettenwerfer's only just shown up, so it could have been getting a couple of shots in here. The Ziz could barrage the Rakettenwerfer right now, and I think... Oh, hang on, what's going on? Okay. Ziz doesn't want a barrage. Need to rebuild the cover here. Looks like you've crushed it. Second combat engineer is definitely needed at this point as well. Got enough AT now with that stolen Rakettenwerfer, that's great. Good dodge on the rifle grenade. T-34 still sat back. Could be getting involved. You could move it here. The pack gun maybe was here, but I mean, there's these buildings in the way that might block the line of fire. Even if the T-34 was to receive a Rakettenwerfer round or a pack gun round, I mean, you can repair the damage. Your T-34 can maybe get a couple of kills here. Into bed. Night, Neophyte. Take care, man. Another strafing run. Okay. You don't need to get in this close with the T-34. You do know the AT gun was nearby, so you could have kept your distance here and just plinked away at that Sturm Squad without getting too close to that pack gun. This Rakettenwerfer, bad positioning of this. Still haven't cancelled that mine.
IL-2 ready and loaded to bring destruction.
Floating a lot of resources right now. You definitely could be getting another T-34 or Katusha out, or even building yourself the ML-20. There's no reason to float at this point. Have you still not got snares? You still? Oh, you finally bought the grenades now. T-34 just chilling. Found the Raketenwerfer, so yep, pushing past it to flank it. Bringing other units in to focus the Raketenwerfer, good. 700 manpower float right now. Eating grenades, could dodge. Where's the T-34 gone? Why is the T-34 again backed away so far forward? Again, the T-34 had a really sick shot there and wiped that squad. But you've got infantry in forward, so you know there's no anti-tank gun. You've just retreated the anti-tank gun. So the only threat to that T-34 is the anti-tank rifle grenade from the Panzer Fusiliers. But you can outrange that by keeping your distance. So there's no reason to keep backing the T-34 away so far back, even at half health. Also got the Ziz gun there as well, so if a vehicle was to show up and try and dive the T-34, the Ziz gun would hit it. Your infantry are there to button or snare, so you've got a lot of countermeasures on the field. Okay, finally getting Katusha out.
Rocket launcher on the field.
You haven't fired your Katusha yet. You know he's got a Schwer over here, I'm pretty sure, right? Because we've heard it plink away. So I would be bringing up the Ziz gun, the Katusha, the T-34, and the Raketenwerfer now, especially since you just retreated all his infantry, to try and really pressure this Schwer and kill it, because that's a big play right now. It looks like you're going to do that. Good. Right, you've seen it, you're hitting it. Katusha should be landing on it as well. Want to get this kill. This is huge. Getting this will stop your opponent getting any late game vehicles out. So the Katusha should be bombarding it as well right now, and it isn't. Why is the Katusha not bombarding? It has a free barrage. You're going to get it anyway, but I just want to get it quicker, because the quicker you get it, the less chance you give your opponent to bring out another vehicle. Okay, good use of a recon run to get vision for the Katusha. Unfortunately, you're blobbing there and you're getting punished for it. Almost lost your conscripts. Decent dive, but overcommitted there, sadly. You got too close, and you're going to get killed here because you got snared by that Panzer Fusilier. You got any smoke to follow up? No. So that wasn't really worth the dive. To lose a T-34 that was vetted for just one Stuggy, not a good trade. It wasn't worth diving in for that, to be honest. You didn't need to commit. Right, as soon as this gun goes down, didn't need to lob a Molotov. It was going to die anyway in the next volley. So waste of munitions there. You should be utilising these anti-tank guns to blow up this pack gun, which you're not right now. Conscript scored incredibly low. Needs to retreat. Late retreat on that. Good play though, right there, focusing down the Gren that was low, so that's nice. Good, you got to win there. Got to be careful you don't get grenaded by a bundle. So, yeah, retreating there. It's fine. Now your anti-tank guns are kind of unsupported. You've got no infantry there to cover for them. I think you've just bombarded and taken out that anti-tank gun with the artillery. But I wouldn't have wasted... I would have just had the anti-tank guns to kill that and use the artillery barrage on another target. Maybe that ML-20 could have barraged the base. I don't know. Does it have the range? I can't barrage the base. You could have barraged maybe one of the units capping these points over here. To be honest, I'm not sure why you built an ML20 as well, because you have a Katusha. Your teammate has a Katusha as well. You already have a decent amount of indirect fire, whereas you just lost your T-34. So if I had lost my T-34, I'd been instantly trying to rebuild it. I want to get up to at least 2 of them, to be honest. Blobbing. 1 machine gun instantly count as 3 of your units. No reason to blob like this. You can spread your units out. Ziz could have barraged here. I guess you're going to Katusha it, but still. Oh, the Raketenwerfers. Triple Raketenwerfers there. Combat engineer carelessly lost there. He's just retreated both those Raketenwerfers now, so now you know you haven't got to worry about any AT on the right side for the moment. So this T-34's got free reign to chase and do whatever it wants, basically. You need to okay, you got a mine there again. A couple more mines, maybe here, one here. Always a bit worried about a vehicle diving through the center of the map to rush maybe the Katusha. ML20 is bombarding. Nade. Okay, ISU's on the field. Bit concerned about your Katusha being where it is currently right now. You haven't got a vision of this area. There could be a sticky unit creeping up on your Katusha. Always bring it all the way back to your base where it's nice and safe while it's on cooldown. There's no reason for it to be here if it's on cooldown. There's a Tiger on the field. Rebuilding cover's good. This guy is going to get sticky satchel. This is huge. So as it's going to get snared here. So now's a good time to bring your T-34, your Ziz gun over. You uncloak it so you can get over here faster to try and get on this. Your teammate should be activating armor piercing rounds. I think he has done. Somehow he got a rear armor shot, but you're not getting involved. You're not taking the opportunity here when there's a good opportunity that presents itself. Your T-34 and your anti-tank guns are just sat back and not diving in here. So big mistake here from you here to not utilize those units. Yeah, T-34 sleeping. Run away. I'd cap this and start pulling away now because there's a King Tiger on the field now as well. Double Raketenwerfers have revealed themselves. Prime target for Ziz Barrage or the Katusha. You're still near in range here. You can lose it. Even if it wasn't in range here, I would have attacked ground and maybe killed you. So I don't know why you're staying still in the fight there when there's 2 Raketenwerfers that just smashed you. Also, this is why you wouldn't blob your anti-tank guns because they're both together. They're both going to get hit by an off-map barrage right now. You're not moving them either, so they're both going to die. Completely lost one of them. Lucky both didn't die there. You got your engineers again. They're sitting idle. They need to be repairing that T-34. You need 2 engineers. SU-85 is a good choice right now to fight the King Tiger, and there's a normal Tiger on the field, so that makes sense. Grenade coming in, not reacting to it. Yeah, slow to do vital tasks like your combat engineers. You need another combat engineer. This should be camouflaged while it's out forward on its own. There's nothing here covering from it. There could be infantry pushing it right now. The King Tiger could probably solo that. You do notice it, and you have camouflaged it again, but, you know, try and notice those things a bit soon if you can. I'd like to see you putting more trip flares down with the conscripts, because if they, not only will the flares kill dude, they'll also put a flare in the sky for vision, which would be great for your anti-tankers and your brand new Su-85. This ML-20 has only had a single kill. The Tusha, on the other hand, has got 6 kills. Don't think it's worth getting the ML-20. Really don't.
We have 200 points remaining.
Comes the King Tiger, Su-85. Why is the Su-85 backing up so much? Just needed to turn and shoot. Could have already fired maybe 1, potentially 2 shots on that King Tiger by now, but bad micro with it.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Well, good recon run, spotted the good opportunity here. The teammate to bombard. Bad micro, you spot the MG, you're then walking into their line of fire. Where is the Su-85? What do you do with the Su-85? Could be plinking away on this King Tiger right now. Yeah, it's just sitting off looking into the distance. Whereas at the moment, the King Tiger is just getting fed veterancy on these conscripts. Oh, it is missing a lot of its shots. This King Tiger is just not hitting it accurately at all right now. This T-34 has been repaired for a while now. That's sitting idle. Same thing with the combat engineers. Definitely would be rebuilding cover right now. I don't think he mismicroed there. I think he merged and then didn't mean to retreat that 7-man squad.
The sector is at risk.
Definitely need vision here for you. I mean, your Su-85 can kind of spot for itself, but at the cost of its mobility. I would really like this is why I always go bang on about getting a T-70, because not only is it amazing against infantry, later on, it's a great spotting unit as well. Getting yourself too close there, you could get snared. Thankfully, there was no follow-up. Guard squad's just chilling out on its own. You sat on top of your own mine. Oh my god. Bruh. Classic mistake.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina.
Don't sit on top of your own mines. I mean, I've done that before, but no, don't do it that often. Right. So, you're up against, the Tiger and the King Tiger at the moment. At the moment, I would be feeling quite confident, because I just feel like, with your kind of... With the arsenal that the Soviet team has right now, they have the long-range capability to win this fight against these Axis tanks. And they also have the better indirect fire. The only thing they're really lacking is the vision. Now, they are doing the recon run every so often, but they need something dedicated to vision constantly. Right, cool, you've wiped the MG. Guards, focus fire, attack, move on it. Peaches rifles can finish off the machine gun. Maybe a grenade on the retreat path here, on the retreating 5-man squad. So the Vet 5 here. You could have lobbed the grenade there.
34 ready for combat.
Su-85 once again sat too far back to do anything. There goes your guards. Got to be careful over here. The rocket weapons could be lying in wait over here. So you want to be careful. Yeah, they're over on the left here. Turn off the focus vision so you can get away faster. Okay, both retreated. Now's a great time to actually start pushing that SU-85 forward again. The Tiger has been critically wounded in the north. Need to rush on over as quickly as possible here. Snare him, keep getting him low. Don't blob again, you're so clumped up the King Tiger's going to have a field day. SU-85 gets a good shot though, but look, you're clumped up, man. The King Tiger is murdering your conscripts right now. You need to stop blobbing so badly. Yeah, we've got another strafing one coming in. Decent. Yeah, one of you guys need a T-70 for vision. Attack grounding with this ISU, I think he is.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Oh, again, another reckless dive. You dived in here without reconnaissing, do a recon of the area, and now you're going to throw away a T-34. Treks are going to finish you off. Well, the Rocket Weaver's just going to turn and shoot. Fortunately, no. I thought you were about to get away, but no. Again, yeah. This is why it's so important to have that vision, so you know what you're getting yourself into, so you don't dive in carelessly like that. Another wasted T-34 for nothing.
Mission complete.
Blobbing again. 3 conscripts all coming in together. They're all going to get suppressed. Spread them out. There's no reason to have them all clumped up like this. One conscript squad going in for a nice flank on the machine gun. Good. SU-85 rocking on over. Gotta be careful of getting snared by the Fusiliers. But we have seen both Raketenwerfers were over here. One retreated, one's now just got wiped. So now's the perfect time to push in. Now you can go in regardless of getting hit by a snare because you're 100% health, so you don't need to be afraid of this unit. Don't know why you've gone too far forward then. You had the rear arm, you've gone past the King Tiger. What is this micro right now? Get a snare in, good. Get the SU-85 in there. Hit the rear armor. Nice, now get away.
We have lost contact with a heavy tank.
Trying to see if you can wipe this Vet 5 Panzerfuser there, that's important. Conscript squad. Shouldn't be building cover, and this guy shouldn't be on prioritized vehicles. Focus the squad down. Did get it, but there's an opportunity, the possibility that those guys could have missed. Strafing run coming in. Tusha firing into the base. I like the idea there, but risky. Got no vision around this area. There could have been an anti-tank gun or something there. It's only one shot to kill the Katusha with an anti-tank gun. Very risky to fire it when you've got not any vision in front of it. The DP on the ground as well. I've got my combat engineers to pick that up from the dead guards. Hear a panther rolling around. He's trying to dive and finish off the ISU here. Got SU-85 is coming on over to support. Good. He could have lobbed an anti-tank satchel. I think he already has. Yeah, there goes the second one. That should be a dead panther. Main gun destroyed as well. There we go. Kind of a desperate play there from the Axis, just trying to see if they can get that kill there. But I think they've probably lost. Try and push Micro into them to push them around. Good. Yeah, nice. Cool. Both. Yeah, that's game pretty much there. Right, I think this is all pretty much all we can. I mean, it's pretty much game there. Looks like, you know, you've pretty much solidly won this game. But I think, you know, careless losses of a few T-34s this game. You know, diving in without reconnaissance, you know, having reconnaissance, making sure. Well, you know, I think you needed some dedicated reconnaissance like a T-70. I think the game's pretty much won. And stop blobbing. I see you blobbing a lot of your conscript squads, you know, and getting suppressed, and you need to spread them out some more. Did like you put, you know, you did put down a few mines, but you need to be consistently putting mines down throughout the match. You put some down in the center and on the flanks here earlier on, but you kind of stopped doing that throughout the course of the game. You only had the one combat engineer. You really need to to help prepare your tanks up faster and you know, to have more units to put down mines. So the Schwer here, you should try and blow the wreckage up so they can't salvage it for resources. Any wrecks you see on the battlefield, try and blow up. Yep, there you go. Hopefully you learned something from that, Doofus. Right. Oh. Right, who's next? Who do we have next on the list? Who was next up? After that, Wrecker. Three left, and I think Wrecker was next. Working is here. Who was next? Another activity on the same map. Jonathan is Hem working. I think is Hem working next. Okay. Next replay, let's go. Are we allowed to send more than one replay? One replay a day, per Training Tuesday session, guys. So make sure if you want, you know, I want to get through lots of different people. I might make it so that subs get to have 2 replays reviewed a day on the Training Tuesday day, potentially, if make it more worthwhile to be a subscriber on the channel. Let me know if you think that's a good idea or not. If you guys would like that. All right, let's get straight into it then. So we're watching from Jonathan's perspective, who is Konig. He's playing Germans. He's the top.
It's ready to use.
A Maschinengewehr team is awaiting orders.
Right, let's fast forward it. Well,
A new grenadier squad is ready.
okay, first issue, not building cover while capping the fuel. Pioneers, always do that. Kill two birds with one stone. In CoH 2, you can build and cap at the same time. Okay. Should be capping up over here on this munitions point. Should realise that your opponent is on the right hand side because you see the M3 and this other unit over here. Your teammate is currently being 2v1 right now, so you need to be getting over to the right hand side to helping him. He's getting overrun. Where's your machine gun?
We have been
Too far back, not really doing anything.
superior arms and soldiers.
3 grands, 1 MG is fine before you take up to tier 2 if that's what you're doing. Your Pioneer is putting down
Opponents are
not a
seizing
great,
the
yeah,
sector.
good telemine position there, perfect. This is where I normally expect one. G doesn't need to be sat back, it's not getting involved in the fight at all right now. Bring it up, bring it central. You can always bring it back up to the top if they start capping up here. Off grenade on that. Mr. Thun, thank you very much for 52 months. Cheers, buddy. Right, you've teched up to tier 2, but you haven't built it yet. Your Pioneers, I mean, this is where I would build a second Pioneer squad to build tier 2, while your first one's forward, putting down mines, putting cover down, but you're not doing the cover part. Quite low health here. M3 could chase, and he is.
In a sector.
Should be bringing this Grenadier to try and chase down this M3 from this side and bring another one around the side so you kind of like close the pocket on it so it can't run away. Right now he's being really annoying and decapping you from behind,
Our lines.
and you're not really making an effort to try and stop him capping you over here.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Faustov.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
We have secured the sector.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Hang on, sorry, I unmuted myself. Bad play here. You should have Panzerfausted before running away with this squad because you needed to slow this down so it stops chasing down your machine gun. Now he's going to kill that. He's going to jump out with one of the flamethrowers and steal it.
The enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
Oh, but great telemine position though. Need to Faust this to kill it. Make sure he doesn't repair this. He could have Fausted it. You're gonna let him get away. You had the opportunity to Faust there and get that killed.
Enemy has broken our
Oh no.
lines.
Terrible. Could have had a 222 built by now as well. You've had, you've also, you're floating so much map, 900 manpower in the bag. Okay, thankfully your teammate came around and killed that machine, that half trick for you, but there's no reason why you should be floating this much resources. So much manpower floating right now. You should be getting an MG back. You should maybe getting a mortar count of the solar machine gun. You should be getting a pack gun out, 222. Got all the resources to make it. You're just not making anything. Ooh, what a nasty mortar around there. 120. You've got cover. You're not utilising it.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
We have our reinforcements.
Our our industry grows to support us. The bunker is now a field hospital. Scout car has arrived.
Getting a fuel cache down. I mean, you got no fuel, so you kind of need it, but I'd have prioritised getting a pack gun out before getting a cache, because you are behind. You've lost both fuel controls right now. There's the 2-2 going. Okay. Fighting on the right. Okay, good. Taking advantage of a snared unit here. There's a mine right in front of you there. Thankfully, you've not hit it. Aegis rifles hitting you, not paying attention. Late reaction there to the popping of PTS. You always want to be wary of penals, because you never know when they can pop PTS rifles. So you always want to keep your distance there, and you didn't. Got yourself a pack gun out now. But mainly, I feel like the huge issue here is why you got yourself so far behind. It's because you just didn't spend your resource. You had 900 manpower, and allowed your opponent is spending it. Both your opponents are spending their resources as soon as they've got it to get your units out.
Is ready for action. We have lost a Granatwerfer squad.
And you're closing the distance against conscripts, which do better with their rifles anyway, close range, and they have PPSHs as well, so you want to keep your distance against them. Okay, good. You got the foul stuff, so you can follow through with the yeah, pack gun. Nice. Okay, good. That's a good win there. You needed that. Chase down that squad. Maybe focus it down. Okay, unlucky you didn't get it, but you did look like you did try and chase them, which was good. Right, you haven't picked a commander yet. In Jaeger command squad would be kind of nice, another elite infantry squad, but I do feel like you need to tech up. You do getting tier 3. Yeah, actually not far for Panzer 4. The Panzer 4 would, you're going to need some kind of vehicle right now, so that would be ideal. Your teammate's already got one out.
Stuka prepared to drop smoke. Camouflage can now be used to ambush the
Camouflage is great, yeah, getting ambush. If you've got the munitions, putting camouflage on your Grens would be quite nice. Tier 3's done. You've hit a mine, so I should be expecting you now to get a sweeper upgrade, saving munitions for sweeping on the left-hand side.
enemy forces.
Here comes the clown car once again. Flank this machine gun. Why would you build a cache again? You have the... Oh, it makes no... Oh, that's annoying me. You have the manpower to get a Panzer 4 out. Why would you build a cache when you have it? Mr. Gren. Panzer 4 might have been able to arrive in time to save that Gren, but instead you decided to build a cache again.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
He repaired it. I'm pretty sure he blew it up. Did he not blow it up? I swear he blew it up a second ago and you just rebuilt it, no? Still, yeah, you should be prioritizing the Panzer 4. Yeah, you got yourself the Jaeger squad. You have fuel. If you've got the fuel for a tank, always get the tank out or the vehicle out rather than another infantry squad. Fortunately for your teammates coming over and doing some good flanking. Risky from him, though. Could be mines over here. He's being a bit kind of cautious. He's worried about mines. Look, he's bringing over his sweeper with his Panzer 4, which is the correct thing to do, which is nice. He has lost the right, though. He came over to try and help you out. And more, I don't know what they're doing.
Panzer 4 is ready for battle.
Got here, artillery. Oh, dude, no, run away. Oh, lucky.
Stuka bombers ready for orders.
I'll be very cautious about getting in a house that's that low health. There's a T-34 chasing you down. Where is your pack gun in support of your Panzer IV? Your pack gun is so far back. Your pack gun should be with your Panzer IV in support. Where's your engineers at? Coming out of the base, upgrading sweeper package finally. Stole that machine gun. Well, there's an 85 now. Be careful of that. Show frontal armor. He's showing rear armor. Well, he might actually kill the 85 here. He does. Oh, he disabled it. He abandoned it. He needs to blow it up, though. I don't think he can steal it. Oh, no. See, this is overcommit. He's now got too close. He's going to lose the Panzer IV carelessly now. Didn't need to lose that.
The enemy has destroyed a Panzer.
Oh no, he's not going to get the thing. He's getting flanked by the other guy now. Well, where's your Panzer IV in all this? Well, your teammate is losing both his Panzer IVs.
Fresh grenadier squad.
Ah, late to the party. You're going to get that, but that 85 is still there abandoned. That needs to be blown up.
We are losing a sector.
Maybe bad communication between you two. Not, you know, maybe you didn't really realise there was an abandoned 85 over there, but that should have been killed as soon as it was abandoned. Oh man, I've been rough at the moment. Oh, you got out of the wrong building. Oh, this is careless. Vet 3 machine gun. Down the shocks, very careless. To get out the side of the building you want to get out, guys, you click the building with the unit and you press tab, then you right click the side of the building you want to get out of. You got out the wrong side and lost his Vet 3 machine gun. Very careless mistake. That sucks. These are not repairing that for some reason. So after 2 Panzer IVs, that's enough. I would be then expecting to tech up the Tier 4, maybe a Panther, maybe a Panzerwerfer for some indirect fire. We've only got the little mortar here, which is not that good. Fortunately, there's no Ziz guns and stuff on your side of the map. Still only the one Pioneer. Faust coming in here. Faust maybe. Yep. Panzer IVs. Come on, get up there. As soon as it gets Fausted, the Panzer IV should be in there trying to capitalise. Did you ping your teammate here to let him know his Pioneers were going down? Because he's distracted on the other side. Again, diving too close to two conscripts, you're going to get double snared here and then engine damage. Pioneers are quite far behind. Comes a penal. Don't get too close to the penal. It will sticky satchel you. What's that rifle grenade? That squad was so split up. Even if it landed, you're only gonna kill one dude. That made no sense to lob a rifle grenade then. Don't get greedy. Where's your pack gun again? Oh, what? Again, it's all the way in the base. It's nowhere nearby to support. Right, this does not need to be 100% health to then push in to chase down this 85. So you throw that back in the fight. Okay, now I wouldn't be pushing this against the penals though. You're going to lose this. What are you doing with this? Easy pack micro. Don't show your ass to the penals either. Really, and again, once again, floating up to 800 manpower in the base. You haven't built tier 4 yet. You need that second pioneer for repairs and for other utility purposes. Where's your machine gun as well? So far back, man. What is it doing there? Imagine if it was here, it would be helping you get all this infantry. But now what's happened is most of your infantry is there to retreat.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
There's no reason for, your pack gun and all your stuff is so far back, not doing anything. Pack gun needs to be turned around. Now would be a good time to do the stunt target weak point to stun that tank so it can't get away.
Vehicle detection now available.
Oh, Katusha, oh my god. Oh, ha ha.
Our brave infantry is dying.
And again, got punished. A lot of units all clumped up in one spot. They all get killed by one Katusha shot. Again, if that MG was further forward, it could have helped against that conscript flank that happened a minute ago as well. Not doing anything back here. Same thing with the mortar. The mortar's out of range. It's not going to really do anything there either. One pioneer is going to take forever to repair all these guys.
We are losing a sector.
Not sure why the Neil guy's got double mortars as well. It doesn't need 2 mortars. But now it's looking really bad for the Axis. And that initial 85 was repaired and recovered, so... The grenade here, at least you saw that and dodged it pretty well. Vet 2 shocks died. Nice pick. Needed. What have you decided to buy? You're getting another Panther. Dude, you've got the fuel to tech up and get Panthers. You need a Panther really to fight 85s now. And the T-34. Great, you Fausted it, but do you have a backup plan to follow through with? You don't. So you're kind of wasting munitions there.
We have a new Panzer IV.
This one people's going to be in trouble. You need to come in and help your teammate. He's getting pushed here. Okay, yeah, focus down the crippled 85. There's your other Panzer IVs at. Bring them in. You've got an opportunity here to get a wipe here. You need. Okay, back away. Let your teammate get the killing blow. Okay, he missed, but he can maybe commit one more shot. If he doesn't get this, he needs to run away. Now, I wouldn't keep committing here. So this is where you get greed. He's now going to lose this Panzer IV. He didn't need to try that. He missed the shot, right? He could have had time to back away and not get hit by the satchel. But he got greedy and he didn't need to be. Okay, good pick there. Now, your time, you can now be pushing back in. Don't overcommit. Cycle your tanks out. Push this one forward maybe to chase. Show your frontal armor. Turn your armor to the... You want to always show your frontal armor to your opponent rather than show your side or your rear.
Supply sector under attack.
Again, both these units are just not doing anything. Okay, you finally got yourself a second Pioneer, which is good, but you need to have done that a lot sooner, to be honest.
Do not let up. The enemy still has 300 points.
That's healthy. That should throw them back. As soon as your tanks are healthy, even at 80%, just getting back in the fight. As long as they keep their distance, you know, they won't be in danger of getting snared. And you can have your Jaegers and your other infantry focus down the penals with PTS rifles. Here comes a nice opportunity for a snare. But watch out here, you've got the penals there that could lob a satchel, so keep your distance from them. Cycle in your tanks. He's gonna lose that guy. But this guy, the amount of the Soviet players now overcommitted. This tank needs to keep chasing. Jaeger squad can drop a flare in the sky as well for vision, which would be a good idea. God, sorry guys. I'll stop blowing my nose. I just got a really runny nose at the moment. Hay fever or some dust is just plaguing me at the moment.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Seems like a slogfest at the moment. These PGs, there's no point for them to stay here and try and get the cap. They just run the risk of getting wiped. What's the point of decapping the munitions? You're not going to do that much by doing that. You end up going to lose a PG squad that could be equipped with Shreks and really help you against this tank play here.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
You turn off prioritized vehicles so you can kill these conscripts as well.
Build another infantry squad.
Telemine over here. You might want to keep backing up and lure him in. See if you can get him to bait over this summer. Don't sit on top of your own telemine! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god, dude. Don't sit on top of your own telemine.
The tech gun is ready for orders.
Focus the tip. Yeah, focus down one tank at a time. Good, good. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Don't give him a chance to escape. Could be chasing a little bit here. Don't lead with the weak one. Focus down the penals. Don't. No, you're getting too close to the penal. That's going to sticky satchel you again. Keep your distance from penals. Focus the penal squad down. Once they're chased off, then you can push. Wait, did those tellers go off? I think those tellers went off thanks to the K2 ship. Turn off prioritized vehicles so you can shoot these conscripts. Yeah. Main guns aren't automatically firing here on this conscript. This one's not firing. It's been very aggressive here. You've got no diversity in your army here. A pack gun would be quite nice to stop these T-34s being so aggressive. You just don't have that. Our Pans are going in here with some Shreks that were camouflaged up in a good spot. Could be quite good as well. Okay, you got yourself a pack gun out, which is good. Okay, here comes the elephant. See if Neil gets himself a 2-2 with spotting scopes to accompany that. Late reaction on this artillery coming in. Could have gone a lot worse there.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Should try and be playing together. If this elephant gets dived on, it'll be in trouble. So the Panzer forces should be working in conjunction to stop the PTS rifles closing their distance and stop dives. Oh, there's an 85 on the field. Terrible micro. What are you doing? Reverse. Don't show your rear to the front. Don't let him get snared. Oh no, he's gonna dive on it. They got the kill there. Don't lose it. Blitz back so the SU-85 can't get another shot in. Yeah, you're starting to pick up the Soviet tanks now. Oh no, you got getting too close. Lost yourself to a snare once again there. You got to keep yourself, keep distance between yourself and infantry that can snare you. Because if you get snared, you can't run away and you're sitting dead. So there's a careless loss of that Panzer IV because you let it get snared by a conscript. Flamethrower on the ground, pick that up with your Grens. Don't let that fall into the enemy hands. Again, both of you guys are still floating a lot of resources here. Should be teching up and getting out the next tier. Brumbar would be good against the infantry now you're fighting up against. Don't know what you just let that Gren just die there for some reason. Again, getting too close to squads that can snare you. Keep your distance. No, just as a rule of thumb. You know, whenever you've got a squad that can snare, imagine they have a force field around them and you do not want to enter that force field, okay? Always keep yourself a decent distance away from them so you never get snared. Risky pushing through here without checking for mines, but I guess you're paying off. And you've got the recon run coming in to try and find and hunt down this SU-85. This guy's not paying attention over here. You're going to find, you're hitting the rear armor of a T-34 with the Shreks. That's going to be good. One more shot needed. You've got 385. Yeah, he's got 3 of them at the moment. That's kind of can be quite dangerous. Floating resources in your pop cap, get yourself some munitions caches down. You can always keep using smoke bombs, the super dive bomb, put down some telemines because of all the T-34s in the field. This is a nice place to cache, and so is this one now. Did you build you built another Panzer? Man, stop building Panzer IVs, dude. Who is enough? Reverse backwards, don't issue a forward command. Not again showing your ass to the enemy front line. Okay, you are getting a telemine down in a good spot, which is good. Did finally build some cover over here, but I want to see more of that. Cover on a VP here, cover on this point, cover on this point. Maybe a fallback point here with cover as well. Uh-oh. Okay, I like the idea of you sneaking this Panzer IV roundabout to try and find the Katusha. You should try and use a recon run round the back here to 100% locate it first before diving in like this, because you're going in blind right now. He's now going, if he's paying attention, he now knows your Panzer IV is round the back, but he's not moving his Katusha for some reason. And you're going around blind, you're thinking, where is this Katusha? If only I had an ability that would help me spot it. You do. Neil's got reconnaissance. And now that Katusha's going to get, you had plenty of time to kill that. Now you're getting slapped by a fresh 85 in the ass. Again, getting too close to units that can snare you. Here comes a sicky satchel once again on you. Oh, he missed throw. He threw the wrong one. He's gonna blow his teammate up. Huh? And also, Neil, Steele hasn't got spotting scopes on a 222 to give his elephant vision. It'd be good as well for the Panzerwerfer, so the Panzerwerfer's got targets to shoot at.
Shock troops have arrived.
If you're playing this commander, guys, Jaeger armor, and you're not utilizing a 222 with spotting scopes in conjunction with your elephant, you are playing poorly. Bren massively overextended on its own, long retreat path as well there. Fortunately for you, the T-34s weren't chasing. Gotta be careful of the telemine. You positioned yourself in a bad spot. You can't directly reverse it, so you're gonna lose your Vet 3 Panzer IV. Again, too close to a squad that can snare you. That's the dead Panzer IV. Got a good spot. Maybe lob a Panzerfaust. You've already lobbed it. That gun should get the kill on that. Oh, and your teammate blobbing hard here. Whole infantry force gets retreated. And it looks like he lost a squad, and possibly two there due to that Katusha barrage. And that is a Katusha that you guys should have easily killed if you had done a recon run when the Panzer IV went round on the left-hand side earlier on. Hat gun pushing forward without any vision around here, going to get caught out by a shock squad. Fortunately for you, the shock squad is more interested in capturing the victory point than trying to chase that down. These guys are still sat back. In, letting yourself get snared once again. Blocking your retreat with a pack gun.
We have lost a pack gun.
Oh, you got 3 infantry squads just sitting in the base. They need. What are you?
Destroyed an anti-tank gun.
They're desperately needed on the front line right now. How long have they been sitting there for? AT guns are either going to get stolen or blown up right now. This is where you need a Brumbar to fight this kind of like blob.
The enemy has 70.
Nice rifle nade.
One of our AT guns has been neutralized.
Not sure why you're keeping a Panzer IV in range of these PTRS rifles. They could have been killing that Panzer IV could have sat back here and killed the shock squad, rather than let itself get hit by the issue 85 and these PTRS rifle penals. Could potentially pick up the a PTRS rifle here on your Grens. Lots of infantry clumped up together. Prime Katusha target. Ooh, gets the sniper. Nice pick there, I guess. Thanks to the recon run, the elephant can spot the T-34. Why did he get a Panther out? He should have got a Brumbar out. Well, the tanks the Axis team are having trouble with really at the moment. It's the PTRS rifles causing issues. And the elephant's unmatched. As long as they got vision for it, they should be fine.
The enemy is taking our territory. Reconnaissance flight ready at your disposal.
You should be able to tell that he's capturing this. If I turn the fog of war back on, yeah, you can see he's capping this with his T-34. He's showing ass to the front line. Good opportunity to dive on that and hit him in the rear and probably kill him. Here you got your Shreks running on over. Try and get on his retreat path and aim round this side so he has to run past you to get away. You're attacking him from the top, which is not the right thing to do. You should be attacking him round here. Hit him in the back. Close the distance. Use sprint on the Panzer Grenadiers to close the distance, so we don't give him time to run away.
We have 50 points remaining.
You got him. Just abandoned. Might be able to steal that. Would be a nice pick. You've got the pop cap for it. Or just blow it up. Next best thing. Focus this now. Yep, good. Chase. One shot while you're backing up.
Enemy forces are securing.
Keep chasing. Blitz. Activate the blitz on it so you can't get away. Prioritize vehicles, so it's not going to be shooting the shocks. You keep turning on the prioritized vehicles for some reason when you don't need it. You know, you could be killing more infantry here.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Another unlucky bounce there, but... got a good flanking opportunity on double Su-85s now on the right. Get that one a flank run, back that one up with Blitzkrieg, get the elephant in here to support. And if you can wipe both Su-85s here for one Panzer IV, that would be a good trade. Elephant really needs to get involved, but oh no, double P, TRS rifles. I think you're going to get killed before you can get... Can the elephant shoot and finish it off? Oh, it targeted the freaking the other Su-85. So both Vet 3 Panzer IVs died for one. And now he's going to get double sticky here with the elephant. Oh, fuck me.
Supply lines have been cut.
Oh my god. And look, I'm looking at your manpower again. Your 1,000 manpower in the bank, 500 fuel. Why have you not built tier 4 yet? Should have done this like 20 minutes ago. You also had smoke bombs there, Jonathan, that you could have used to blind the Su-85 so they couldn't kill, you know, you could have screened yourself with the smoke bombs so the Su-85s couldn't see you incoming with the flank, and you would have performed the, you know, that would have, that kind of play would have gone better than had you used the smoke bombs that you had available.
Now we can sweep for enemy mines.
Didn't utilize that at all.
We are losing a sector.
And now you're queuing up 2 Panthers? Okay, 1 Pantherite makes sense, but 2? Get a Brumbar, man.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
What is it with this Axis team and their dislove for Brums? I'm only seeing infantry over here. Gren.
The enemy is taking our
I mean, to be fair, you've got 3, you know, 2 Grens and a Yay Command Squad and the Shreks. So still quite a decent amount of war infantry.
Our opponents are seizing a sector. Panther ready.
I guess putting a bunker down when you were pop gap was the smart thing to do, but yeah, you should have gotten yourself out the Brum. Sooner. Katisha's firing.
Enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
On attack ground through that. Yeah, that's pretty much
Arrived from the fatherland.
game.
We have a forward structure under attack. Frontier building has been lost. Half-track has arrived.
Our gun's still sat here that you could have repaired or blown up, so the enemy can't use it.
The adversary has slipped to 100 points.
Yeah, still not utilizing sprint here on your units to get past the machine gun or get closer so you can get another volley off on the SU-85. I don't think I've seen you use the sprint at all on any of your units this game.
Enemy is down to
They're building multiple bunkers.
Enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings. Reconnaissance flight set to go.
These guys can lob smoke. Didn't lob smoke. Just a massive underutilization of all your abilities and stuff, I think, Jonathan. You just don't seem to be utilizing your smoke bombing run at all. Sprints. I don't see you use rifle grenades.
We are close to defeat. 25 points remaining.
Oh, sorry, guys. 25 points remaining. What? How are you not prioritizing the victory points? Oh my god, what's that worth for doing so close to the front lines? Careless.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Again, you got smoke, you got a bombing run, you can drop a bombing run to stop the decap on a point maybe.
50 points remaining.
Putting down a bunker when the priority should be grabbing the victory point. You don't need every one of those guys to build the bunker. Are you not grabbing the VP? Could have had this VP capped a minute or two ago and won the game already if you'd bothered to cap it.
Victory in our bunker can now accommodate an MG-42. The enemy can taste defeat. The new Grenadier squad is ready.
I would like a half track rather than a bunker because it's more mobile to give you mobile reinforcement. There you go. You won the game, but I think, yeah, I think you're letting yourself get snared way too often. It feels like you're just letting them get, you know, you say, hey, look, hit me with an anti-tank grenade or hit me with an anti-tank satchel. Just stop getting in too close. You don't need to let your tanks get that close to do damage against your opponent's units. And getting snared is a surefire way to losing your vehicle. Your distance. Too many times you're diving in way too aggressive. Yeah, not teching up, taking forever to tech up, floating tons of resources. Multiple times I caught you floating over 900 resources this game. And if you do notice yourself floating resources, always get crucial units like an anti-tank gun, maybe Panzergrenadier squad with Shreks, maybe another core line infantry unit, another machine gun, another a pack gun if I've already mentioned that, so another anti-tank gun, some indirect fire if you haven't got it already. You know, if you got the fuel tech up and get yourself a Panther or a Brumbar. You know, if you have maximum population cap, start to put down more caches. Both of you, you know, you only had that one cache and then you kind of didn't bother building any more throughout the whole game. Sorry, by the way, guys. I'm feeling starting to feel really rough. I don't know why. I just got a really nose for some reason. I have to keep distracted from the game, so I apologize. Oh, dude. Wait. Right. I need a minute, guys, before we get into the next game, I think. Hey, Fanatic. Thanks for 21 months, buddy. Cheers. So more 2v2 again, yeah. Can't believe still in 2025 I'm seeing people go elephant with the spotting scopes and not get a 2-2 to accompany it. It's like the biggest, and it's like the same thing in Company Heroes 3 as well, with people not getting a Kettenkrad for vision as well. It's insane. Like reconnaissance and having vision is one of the biggest things that's going to give you the advantage over your opponent, and so many people don't utilize it. It's so insane. No. If you put a tablet or something. So I think it's something some dust has gone up my nose and caused me very rough right now. Right then. Who have we got watching the live stream on TikTok? I see we've got Jeffrey, Luciano, got Margin, Strava, RJ, Igor, and Dolly Dots. Thanks for watching the channel. Hope you're enjoying some Company Heroes. Doing a Training Tuesday session today where you guys send me in your replays and I go over them, whether it be Company Heroes 2 or Company Heroes 3. We've done like 3 or 4 so far now. Let me delete this one. I think the one which we've already done. Let's see, we've done this one. Jonathan's one. Done Lepardo's game. Araki. What's that? That was Wrecker. We just did Paradox's game a minute ago as well. Right, so we've only got Wrecker's game. Okay. Two in queue. There's another one after this, right? What's the time, by the way? 10:30. See how I feel after this next Wrecker game. I might call it quits after Wrecker's game because I feel quite rough. Apologies, guys. Right, let's jump into. We're going to watching Wrecker. Wrecker says it's his first time using the Pathfinder's build. Now, the Pathfinder's build is something which requires you to use Pathfinders and then give them bars and things like that to make them very strong. It's been kind of a meta thing that's been around for a long time. Oh, it's doing. I always have this issue with this game where my mouse cursor gets stuck off screen, and I've got to. Okay, Wrecker's playing. Yeah.
Pathfinders reporting in.
I do press Alt Wrecker. It's I know how to fix it. It's just annoying that sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, off we go. So we're going to watch this from Wrecker's point of view.
Pathfinders, on station and ready for action.
Double Cooper wagons. Teammates unfortunately gone sniper, so it's not the best thing to fight against these Cooper wagons. Okay, that's good. Jumping in the building and staying in the building is the right thing to do. This guy is not really fighting now. He is. He's going to wait for that smoke to end. Sam's flanking around the side. Okay, this being aggressive and pushing in here is kind of questionable, especially when your teammate's sniper was just getting flanked. I kind of wish you kind of focused on dealing with that squad first before pushing over here. You need to be getting an ambulance really at this point as well. You need to make sure you get in this house. Don't let your opponent get the house.
Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Alright, you need to let you probably jump out of the house. Don't lose the rational squad. Let your teammate get it. Oh, we got in the wrong building. Great.
God damn it! Someone get us out of here! Infantry! Suppressive fire!
Yeah, not the best start. You get like one Cooper wagon kill, but and you're getting your teammates healing, which is good.
Weapon rack is now accessible.
Ray coming in. Repositioning on cover. Good. Wait for reinforcements. Maybe you get in the bars slightly too soon. It sounds like you've already teched bars, but I kind of would have liked you got the ambulance. So you give yourself some staying power around the center first. You can reinforce without having to retreat. You can cycle troops in and out. You haven't really got the munitions to equip all your guys with bars anyway at this point, so I think it's a bit of a waste getting it this early. Sitting down the rear. Okay, good. Make sure you stick on cover. Right, now you know the battle group headquarters is there. Good pressure. I like your pressure in this. Try and focus down individual squads here. Don't need to get too close. You just got yourself blown up by your own teammate Satchel. You're not paying attention? That was incredibly careless. My God. What was that? Remember, Pathfinders are ranged units. You didn't need to close the distance there. You should have brought them round to the side here and shot from this angle, utilizing a range advantage. There's no reason for you to close that distance there. Up, Salt Man. Thank you very much for the raid. How you doing? And then this sniper's kind of unsupported. Lucky that lived.
The captain just took the battlefield. Pathfinders ready for action.
Yeah, overcommitment. Now you lost the left side. Where's the Panzer II? Any AT right now?
Welcome to the death factory, boys.
You've rebuilt the Pathfinder. That's cost you manpower that you probably wanted to go into an anti-tank gun.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
No AT really to fight this at the moment. You do. I guess your rear echelon squads could grab bazooks. This guy's picked up a Panzerschreck, so you could give him another bazooka maybe. Make him a tank squad. Put an intel beacon or something around the back here, give yourself vision. So yeah, at this point, I think maybe a mortar might be good to get rid of that machine gun in that house and smoking it. I also think, yeah, you need yourself an anti-tank gun to fight off that Panzer II on this left-hand side. 500 manpower float. Not good. Fighting out of cover as well. Light cover here to utilize rather than sit out.
A capture point is under attack.
Wreck squad. Not sure why that so here's a that's very questionable. You've led with that Shrek squad. That's your kind of only. You have given the bazooka. That's your only anti-tank squad, right? Yet you've got them leading the charge. Now you've got no AT at all to fight any kind of vehicle that shows up because you've kind of led this unit. You should have kept this unit back and ready to use it when something showed up to fight it. You know, when a vehicle showed up. Now this Panzer II is going to be aggressive. Thankfully, your teammate's got some PTS rifles, but if your teammate didn't have them, you'd be in trouble right now. He's getting greedy, trying to get the satchel to get the wipe on it and end up losing another squad here. Let's kill the unit over here. Need some indirect fire to start bombarding this. You could maybe get pack howitzer actually from your tech here, could be good. Airborne squad, really?
Jump complete.
Why would you get an airborne squad?
Airdrop runs now available.
You need an anti-tank gun to fight the Panzer II. You need an indirect fire piece to kill this battle group headquarters. The squads are all healed up. Yeah, supposedly the CoH 3 servers are down at the moment for maintenance. Jump into this building, give yourself vision around this area so you know where a machine gun might be so you can push into that area. I think I hear a Goliath. Yep. Now seen a Goliath, so you know you should be expecting that. Have you upgraded the... You need the sweepers to be able to spot that Goliath more effectively over here. Hey, half truck would be good.
A capture point is being overrun.
You've got plenty, again, 800 manpower float right now, 270 fuel. Again, the typical signs here of why you're struggling. You're just not spending your resources. Could have had a major out by now and maybe a Sherman. Floating. No excuse. There's no reason. You've only got 44 pop cap right now. Your entire blob retreated. Oh look, and now there's a Goliath to kill your whole blob. Thankfully he didn't time it well, so you didn't actually lose any squads.
There's a major reporting.
Bro, mate. I don't know what you're doing.
Taking the field.
You got a major out, finally get an ambulance for forward reinforcement. And Jackson, excuse me.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out. We're losing.
Why did you get a Jackson? Is there any vehicles on the field right now from your opponent?
Destroyer is ready for orders.
Jackson's a strange choice. I think the Sherman.
Points remaining.
Yeah, a Yag. Still, okay. A Yag is only good against tanks, right? So, and a Jackson is only good against tanks. But what's the biggest threat on the field right now that you have got to deal with? Infantry. Right? So the Sherman makes a lot better sense. And because it's an urban area, there's so many shot blockers and things to hide behind that the Jagdpanzer can't get a line on you anyway. Generally, it's always good to get the medium, like, all-round, semi-purpose vehicle first. The Sherman, the T-34, the Panzer IV, the Cromwell. Then you get the tank destroyers out later on. Because look, the Jackson's not doing anything right now. It's sitting around being idle. Where it could, if that was a Sherman, it could have been killing infantry by now.
Tank ready.
Scott's always a good, or get a Scott rather than a Sherman's fine as well.
The capture point is being overrun.
I always get Scott Jackson Scott. That's not a good idea. Because you can see right now that this Jackson has had not much to do at all for like a good, for however long it's been out on the field. It's not had anything ready to shoot at. Also, you don't seem to bother to get your units in this building to give yourself vision around this area, which is a big mistake as well. Risky diving this forward. Ugh. Why did you dive it forward? Why did you dive forward then? You haven't got vision around this area. There's smoke here, so units can come around and snare you. Completely wasted unit. And have you gotten yourself a sweeper yet? I think you have. But because you're blobbing so much, I'm so paranoid that you're gonna, like, a Goliath's gonna really mess you up in a second. There's a Rakettenwerfer here, and you have no anti-tank weaponry, so I would be grabbing that as soon as possible. Also to use it to kill the battle group over here. Good Scott barrage, wiping a couple of squads there, nice. Rakettenwerfer still just sat there, which would have been a perfect thing to pick up. Getting it now. Bit late. Could be using it to kill this battle group quicker. Again, 800 manpower plus float once again. Not pop cap, so no reason to be floating.
Round complete. Breach clear. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Second Scott would be great. Sherman would be great. Bulldozer would be great. Make sure to kill Rex when you have the chance to see salvage out for some resources there. Not reacting to when a Stuka barrage is coming in, you just face tank that and didn't even bother to move out the way. Almost 1,000 manpower. Alright, I think we'll leave it here because we can see mainly the issue here that Wrecker is having, and it's floating. It's the typical I just don't spend my resources problem where you've got tons of resources, you're not spending them, you're teching wrong, and, you know, he needs to get, you know, use better units. The Jackson first does not make sense. Urban fight, get yourself a Scott or a Sherman. Then get the Jackson out when, you know, the bigger tanks show up. I would not be getting a Jackson to counter Jagdpanzer, even if I did see that out. I'd probably go Zooks instead, because I know the Jagdpanzer can't counter Zooks, but I know it can fight a Jackson at range. So, yeah, bad tech decisions and choices here, and floating. I'll leave it there. Well, thank you very much for the follow. Cheers, buddy. Subscribing on Twitch, on YouTube, rather. Right, I think, is that it? Do we have one more replay to go over? Don't see any more. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there, guys. I think my voice is going as well. We've done like 5 or 6 kind of an analysis there, so I think we're going to call it. So what do I think of you now that I played with you almost daily last week? Well, I think that you probably were doing badly because you forgot to spend your manpower and your resources again. You know? If I was to go through the replays that we had last week that you were playing, I probably would have seen the same issues where you were just floating and not spending resources. And also blobbing too much as well. Constantly, you know, a whole blob gets forced back, you're going to get punished for it. So, yeah. Right then. What's the time? It's almost 11 o'clock. I think it might be time for some Battlefield 6, I think I fancy doing some BF6. I don't think saying that you're playing a specific strategy is no excuse for floating. In all honesty, you could be trying a different strategy, but you can still be, employing your resources well. You could be making another anti-tank and making another machine gun, making a mortar for indirect fire if you haven't got indirect fire yet, or building a cache if you're max pop. To say that you're using a different strategy and that's why you're floating is not a good excuse in my eyes, right? Right then. I don't know why I'm feeling so rough. I've been staying up really late the last couple of. Yeah, and I got this here as well. F tank. That's need some shots. No. Need a second. I see a few minutes just to chill out before doing anything else. I think maybe I'll just have a. Are you playing tonight or after you're doing the zombie game? I'm thinking. See how I go for another. I want to do some Battlefield 6. What's up with the green screen? What is up with the green screen? I don't see any issue with it at the moment. What's going on? Get the tunes up and running. I went to Badminton yesterday, so if I pick somebody over there. I'm not coming. Am I looking forward to any new games? Yes. Anno game, which should be out soon. Looking forward to playing that, as well as Dawn War 4. That's probably the biggest game I'm looking forward to. That should be good fun. Right then. Jump on, play a little bit of BF6 here. Alright, thanks. If you're watching on TikTok, thank you guys. I'm probably TikTok stream because my computer can't handle TikTok live playing Battlefield 6, so I'll probably stop. But thanks for watching. If you have been watching on TikTok, I'll catch you guys later over there. But we're going to continue playing some Battlefield 6 now on YouTube and Twitch. Hey, if you're watching on TikTok, thanks, guys. All right. That's not true, Wrecker. You know it. Oh, did a break? I had dinner earlier. Why? Oh, has my audio just died? I can't hear the music anymore. I streamed it. It's got an issue with. Oh. Start my PC. Yeah, something broke. I don't know if I'll do any red set, guys. I'll just do some normal Battlefield 6. I'm feeling kind of rough right now. I'm just gonna probably play just maybe a couple of just normal matches, and we, you know, maybe not tonight. But I'm still down to do more red seg, but feeling kind of rough. Why I'm feeling so rough right now? Right. I can defend and I think. What's am I on? 11 out of 22 on the next battle part. See you later, Haim. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. What? Oh, dude, maybe I shouldn't just play anymore tonight, dude. I've never had this problem before. EA has detected incompatible driver. What the fuck, dude? I've never had this problem before. Oh my god. Is it because my computer just died and it doesn't register anymore? Doesn't. Yes, it's starting Java. It says starting the anti-cheat. So call it a night, guys. Sorry. Maybe it might be one of those days where I'll just have an early night. Early. Sorry, Clinker. Yeah, I've been doing it for like 3 hours. My voice is gone, and I kind of feeling ill now. I was like, I can't do anymore. If it crashes again, I'm just calling it. I can't be bothered to mess around and fix it tonight. I'm not feeling great, so I wanted to jump on play just a couple of rounds. I think tonight.